it's so much better for actual dogs.
It's out of my hands. You could never take away the spirit of time.
We really did a diss track on a guy's destroyed dog. Jesus Christ. That's so fucking funny. I don't know if... Did I get Vega to make the background of this? I feel like I paid Vega to do this. We made a diss track on a dead dog. Oh, man. We will never forget. Oh, boys, let's talk about this shit, dude. It's been fucking crazy. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? We're chilling right now. We got about, what is it, 800 people watching? How's everybody doing? We're chilling. We're gaming. We're nothing super breaking. Everybody's at VidCon, so I'm like your only option. Sorry. Super unfortunate for you guys, but I'm your only streamer for the next few days, so that's fun. I do think some interesting shit's gonna be on the horizon, though, so don't be too appalled at that realization. Actually catching the start of the show for once. Hello, Berserk Dragon 3. What's going on, Timbo? Stormy Daniel, what's going on? Passion 76 PJ. Do you think somebody will be cuddled? I don't know. Even Tom? Yeah, Tom's at VidCon. Tom's at VidCon. Bo Blacks is at VidCon. I think his whole group, like the Ghost Gum guy. I don't know who the fuck Bo Blacks hangs out with. But yeah, like the Ghost Gum guy. The fucking group of people who always get mad at us every time we fight with somebody online.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those
and then realize that we're
fascist
right
dudes
after.
too?
The Oki guy, I think, is there. June the King. June the King's there. Harley TBS had it in bio. I guess Harley's there. I don't know. Listen, Wavy and Art and everybody. I actually signed recently with Art's thing that he's doing. And I think they have like a whole lunch or whatever at VidCon. Listen, I'm not like against going to VidCon. I haven't gone since like COVID times basically, but was it 2020, 2021? Listen, if I'm gonna fly across the fucking country, I mean, Augie and them have to all be there. That's really the only ones I want to hang out with.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those?
No offense to like anybody else, but if I'm hanging out with people, I want to hang out with like Wavy, Josh, Tom, Augie. If everybody's not going, I don't know. Hanging out in Nashville at Wavy was really fun. It's just, dude, I live in fucking New York. The fucking plane sucks.
Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Do I want to go spend a whole fucking week there with random YouTubers I don't care about? Probably not. But like, listen, if Augie and them will go again, I'll go again. We'll see next year how that goes. It's kind of funny. Every year I get like brought on to do. You guys want me to stream from Augie's channel instead? I usually do the Augie stream, the annual Augie stream, because he's so full of content life when he's there. You know, he's just so sad that he can't hang out with his audience that night. So he's like, you know, Nick, can you just run my channel for the night, because he's so active. You know, yeah. Oh man. It's very likely we'll see a King of Nothing video on Alex. You could just watch mine. He'll just probably smash it into a longer bad video. That way you can miss out on all the You can miss out on all the poor research, I guess. That guy's fucking warped, dude. I have more shit to say about him, but nah, it's not a good... Not the time. Not the time, chat. We have a few new interesting deets to talk about there. But today I do want to talk about Dr. Disrespect, because obviously that's the elephant in the room, is that this is like...
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto
dude, this whole thing is so crazy, bro. Now, obviously, I heard from Keem and them a year ago what happened to Dr. Disrespect. And I say that with, like, you know, some air quotes. What happened? I thought I heard the big rumor. I thought it was real. You might remember, like, on an Edwin stream or something where we were talking about how we can't tell you. That story was bullshit. But, like, I mean, I didn't really think in my wildest dreams that this guy was a fucking potential predator. at least he messaged a minor. I didn't expect that to be the case. And part of the reason why is because, like, you listen to Twitch talking about it, right? This is the fucking CEO of Twitch talking about the alleged predator, Dr. Disrespect.
Wants to know, after all these years, why was Dr. Disrespect banned?
Wow, I've never had that one.
Like, this is just so fucking weird in hindsight, now knowing this information.
Whoa! Well, now that I'm on Mrs. Channel, let me tell you what really happened. Okay? So, there was an alien invasion. Okay? Many people did not know about.
Dude texted a minor. They threw him out because he texted a minor. What's wrong with this guy?
About the alien invasion. Okay? And,
yeah, and he's talking to Ms. Kiff.
The aliens actually.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those crypto fascist
and
dudes too?
it actually took over the globe using Twitch.
With the Shungite.
Yes, okay. And so the only way we could save civilization, okay, was to take the action we did. Okay, so it was to save civilization.
Man, I saw somebody post this clip and they were like, dude, it makes so much sense now. Really? Because I feel like it makes less sense, dude. If anybody thought for a second that this guy was interacting with minors and, like, journalists knew about it, that's the part that I just don't get. And I'm not trying to sit here and be like, well, we need more evidence. Because we don't. I mean, he confessed. He did what he did, and he's reaping the consequences for it. We don't need evidence for that reason. But damn, bro, I want to know what happened. How did Twitch pay out his whole contract? How was this guy let go? Where did what was the information? Why is Twitch like, why did Slasher know for like 4 years and him not say anything? Aren't these guys journalists? Was he worried he was gonna like lose his fucking credibility? Twitch will never give you a leak again, and he just sat there and took it like a good little boy? Like, what the fuck happened, dude? Why is everyone just acting like this is normal? It's crazy to me. I do not understand how this guy messaged a minor, and for 4 years, Twitch paid him out his contract. Twitch went to court with him. YouTube took him over. Nobody was warned. No independent leakers. Nobody got on a weird account and published shit that looked like it could be real but not. That like started a discussion. Or no, like, dude, they can anonymously leak to Bloomberg yesterday, but nobody's done that for years. This source comes from one guy who's promoting his fucking show, saying, like, if you pay for my show, I'll tell you what happened. Dude, what the fuck is going on at the former fraternity that used to be, and is now an Amazon-run Twitch.tv? It's like a nerd fraternity. That's basically why. That's why the site sucked for so long. Is it was just like a group of dudes and girls. You know, they're just chilling there, running their cool, younger oriented platform or whatever. And you know what's even crazier, dude? Hold on. Dr. Disrespect was banned, right? And this could be a schizo theory, but I was sitting there last night, and I'm just thinking about, and we haven't gotten to any of the stuff yet. I'll get there, but I just want to talk a little bit. This is fucking crazy.
Guy, like one of those
so Dr. Disrespect banned from Twitch. When was this announced? Why who was banned from? Oh god, I'm not gonna get any articles. When was it? When did it happen? He was banned 4 days after the announcement of Mixer shutting down. By the way, that Ms. Kip clip was from 3 months ago. 3 months ago, if you're wondering if that was like an early comment or not. Like, they just assumed it would never come out. When was Dr. Disrespect? 2020, yeah, I know, but what was the date? Because that's important. Permanently in 2020. In 2020. The stream could have easily been a URR. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be here for ultra long tonight. I'm not really feeling it. But I want to... Okay, so do we have a... No, every article is from fucking 2024. Here. Forbes. Why was Disrespect banned from Twitch? So this article is June 29th, and I fucking hate Forbes, dude. Holy shit. They're like ad raping me right now as I pull this article up. So this article is June 29th, 2020. All right, let me see another one. New prompt. Let me see this. Jesus, they fucking... How do you spell this guy's name? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, 4 years ago. Crazy. What's the date? News. So this is June, right? Do you guys remember this? They fired Hassan Bakari and then said he was accused of sexual assault. Like, fucking 3 months later. Isn't that crazy? In the span of 3 months, there was a huge sexual assault controversy where, like, the number one... What was his position, Hassan Bakari? He was the guy who handled bans on the site. Isn't that, like... Isn't this schizo theory, like, crazy? September 1st, 2020... Twitch banned Hassan Bakari's channel, leading speculation that he'd been terminated from the company after a long period of radio silence. Sources wish to remain anonymous told Kotaku he's no longer an employee and his staff status has been removed. This comes from an investigation, according to sources, that began in the end of June. Oh, wow. Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. Wait, what happened, bro? Wait. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, man. Shit. Okay. All right. So, okay. Okay, let's... Oh, God. Okay. Led by an external investigator hired
Isn't this
by
Nicholas
Amazon.
DeOrio guy like one of those fucking
A Twitch
fascist,
representative
dudes,
declined
too?
to comment on Bakari's employment status, but acknowledged other elements of the investigation. We take accusations like this extremely seriously, and we engage a reputable third-party firm to conduct a thorough and impartial investigation into the allegations. Vio published her allegations against Bakari towards the end of June, shortly after the dam first broke, a wave of sexual abuse stories about the community. In a note on Twitter, she described the pattern of both power abuse and sexual assault that took place before them dating in 2015. Now, if you don't know who Hassan Bakari was, he literally was like in charge of bans at Twitch. There were rumors about this guy for years that he took like sexual favors for e-thoughts to get unbanned and stuff like that. And if Dr. Disrespect really did message a minor, like, let's say hypothetically, because we're dealing in hypotheticals, we're never going to get this information, it'll never get out to us, right? Let's say hypothetically somebody did know about this and the ban report came in, right, and it was ignored. I'm pretty sure it's this guy's desk. I'm pretty sure it hits this guy's desk, right? Like, if this was a report made in 2017, I'm pretty sure this gets hit on this guy's desk. He admitted to it. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like Dr. Disrespect here as much as I'm talking about like what happened. Because like surely if they just caught this guy texting a minor, they could just say something. I mean, people were saying maybe they got the information illegally, but the prompt is that it's been done through Whisper. Like the chat service from Twitch. There's no site on the planet that can get in trouble for looking through your DMs unless they call end-to-end encryption, right? Like Twitter bans you for things you write in DMs if you report them. It's just rare. Why wouldn't they be able to use the DMs? There's some other element here Maybe it could just be as simple as we don't want the negative publicity that'll come from this. But I mean, if Twitch is in the right and they handle it promptly, maybe it's because it happened in 2017 and they didn't find it till 2020. Maybe it's because he was going to do the Mixer bullshit, so they looked for an excuse to out him, and they found one that worked, but then they went, oh, we can't really say anything about this, though, because then it'll look like we didn't do anything for 3 years. I mean, it's all possible. I don't know. It's all stupid speculation. I just think it's funny that Hassan Bakari gets fucking canned the week or whatever. They start covering it, like Forbes is covering why he was banned. Twitch's statement, like June 26th on the ban. Wow, I didn't leak my DMs just now. Remember Shannon? Remember how much shit she got for this? Well, I guess it wasn't that warranted. Twitch's statement on Dr. Disrespect's ban. As in our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that streamers acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers regardless of the status in the community. So like all these people knew. I think Shannon knew. I know Slasher knew. And Slasher comes back to Twitter chat to pick a fight with me. What? Like, am I the only one who's perplexed by this? That Rod, like, literally quits game journalism out of shame for fucking this story 6 Ways to Sunday, and he comes back to Twitter to start tweeting at me? What? Like, it's so weird. Look at this, dude. He fucking... So... I tweeted this out of a bit of it's anger because we don't really know anything that's happening in this fucking drama. And then this stupid document gets leaked, and this is like a fan fiction. I don't know who's holding on to hope that this one's real. I don't even think there's a camera angle I can show you that makes this legible, or even that I can read it to you. But essentially it's like, oh, we found all this information illegally. Oh, the girl was 17. Oh, that information wasn't known to us back then. Oh, there was an internal coup in the company that we were gonna take them down, or yeah, I don't. This is written by like some fucking guy who really wanted this to go that way, and I wrote as much that I wrote it looks like a fan fiction in the actual interaction. But I said, like, this is about as credible as the 3 new anonymous employees in the Bloomberg article. Somebody just fucking posts logs. And, like, so in the Bloomberg article about this, Keem promoted it like it was going to be a nuke. He reached out to YouTubers individually. 10 plus fucking YouTubers tweeted out about how this crazy Dr. Disrespect nuke is coming out. And he's writing me in the chat, and he's like, dude, 3 people coming out and saying that, like, Dr. Disrespect is guilty is big news. And I'm like, why?
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those...
Why? And I'll say this now, knowing that it's gone the other way. Why is 3 people who I don't know the names of or what position in the company, if they even still work there, how does that move the needle for me? Oh, because some journalist said so? Like, look at the way that Rod, look how Rod writes, okay? I can confirm it's not true. Thanks, Rod. You mean the guy who knew that Dr. Disrespect was talking to a minor for 4 fucking years? Like, wow. Thanks, Rod. That's so helpful. Yeah, no, it doesn't move the needle because there's no context. People are asking for, well, they were asking for logs. They were asking for a confession, which they ultimately got, right? They're asking for any information. I knew everything I knew after the Bloomberg article before the Bloomberg article. There's, 3 employees or whatever. Yeah, but they're anonymous. You know what I mean? And this whole thing is so sketchy. It doesn't make any sense. They're talking about minors, dude. These people are fucking locked under NDA about, like, illegal activity. Somebody did something, bro. Somebody at Twitch did something. Somebody, like, it's fucking crazy to me that these people are locked in like a legal NDA battle for illegal conduct at the same time.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
So whilst that's happening, right? Dr. Disrespect's like, I can't talk because there's a fucking NDA. And then these Bloomberg anonymous employees come in like, we gotta be anonymous because there's an NDA. Like and then Dr. Disrespect comes out and goes, now that the anonymous employees leaked something, I can tell you the whole story? Dude, I don't know how the fucking law works, bro. I'll be the first one to tell you I have no idea how the law works, but that doesn't sound like it makes sense. Yeah, anyway. So I wrote, this is about as credible as the fucking Bloomberg article, implying that this is basically this means nothing to me. This huge leaked fan fiction about what happened to Doc means about as much to me as 3 random people who won't even put their name next to their story saying, yeah, we saw it too. Dude, they got the utility closet cleaner to say that he saw the deal. Like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, bro. So Rod comes in, and he's like, 3 primary sources on record to one of the most respected reporters in the industry. Who the fuck is Cecilia? To a national publication, Bloomberg, is extremely reputable. An unknown, unverified email is not. What are you talking about? By the way, Rod waited until after Dr. Disrespect made his statement to come in here and be like, well, actually, anonymous sources are important. It's like, not to the average viewer, but go off, queen. So I said, yeah, it's super easy to say that after Doc literally came out and confessed, but my take here is super fair at the time of posting. 3 random anonymous employees don't change the discourse at all from where it was prior to the Bloomberg article. We knew everything they had to say. There's no version of, I can confirm it was true, that would make logs be any less important to understanding the nature of the situation. Except Doc confessing, which he did, so yeah, that moves the needle. He waited until after Doc came out and said it to then get aggressive and start talking shit, which is really fucking funny to me. But in general, I don't get why this is such like a hot... I mean, I do understand. The other day prior to all this going down, I started reading some psychotic posts. I think I could find it if I pull up my media tab. Dude, this was so crazy. Dude, there were people on Reddit, and their takeaway at Doc being potentially a predator. We don't know even the nature of what happened at this point, right? We don't have any ages. We don't have any context. We don't know anything about it. There were people writing shit. Where is it? Am I actually gonna get owned right now? Dude, this new media tab sucks. Remember when things were just in order? It was actually like super awesome when they were in order. I gotta find I know where it is. It is right here. Yeah. This one. No, that's not it. Fuck. It's the other quartering tweet. This one. Yeah, so I saw this tweet, bro. I'm not surprised by the allegations at all, considering his relentless hate towards LGBT people. What? Remember, every accusation from a chud is a confession. Projection's a hell of a drug. This, every single time. And I'm like, when the fuck was Dr. Disrespect anti-LGBTQ? What the fuck are you even talking about? And then I realized it, dude. I'm like, oh god. The drama has, like, left the drama community, and, like, Twitch poll got involved. So now all the discourse is cancer. So now I got, like, 50 people tweeting about, like, what the actual definition of ebophilia is. And then I got, like, 50 people tweeting about how this actual, like, trans people are actually, like, the biggest, most oppressed group of people involved in the whole Dr. Disrespect situation. And then you've got people like the Quartering who were gonna shake a guy's hand after he admitted to messaging a minor. And it's like, bro, it immediately erupted into team sports. Like, there's no cognitive, like, there's no discussion even happening anymore. Nobody actually cares if this guy's a pedo. They just want to, like, swing him as a sword. So this is what I said, like, at some point in the last 48 hours, these Dr. Disrespect pedo allegations are like a political issue. They've created some of those embarrassing, head-scratching pieces of discourse. It took forever to figure out where this was coming. And I saw, like, Lance from the Surf tweet. And then I'm looking at this, bro! And people are like, oh, Nick, you're just one-sided. You're just shitting on the lefties, dude. Bro! So, what you're looking at here is Jeremy the Quartering wrote firm handshake, right? He wrote firm handshake on the initial Dr. Disrespect thing, and then he watched Dr. Disrespect edit the word minor, which he'd removed, back into his response, and he's like, yeah, that looks like a firm handshake to me. So he tweeted it again. Why? What is wrong with you people? Now, he's obviously tried to walk this back. But he's saying, like, he's getting attacked by leftoids? That, like, pointing this out is some kind of own? Dude, you want to hear another one? I hate this guy, and his content sucks. But it was so funny to read this. Did you see this tweet from Yellow Flash? Yellow Flash deleted my last video because Dr. Disrespect edited in the word minor after I recorded it and dropped it. I'm out. Gross. Sorry. But I can't defend this crap. A noble cause. And you know what? Maybe that's true. Maybe that really happened. But I don't think it did. Because this is the revision history of Dr. Disrespect. You can get a clear timeline of exactly what was posted. So if you look at the prior statement, 25 minutes, this one included the word minor, and within 1 minute, it had been removed. So there was a span of 23 minutes that you would have had time to record, edit, upload, wait for it to turn green, and publish a video. Now, I know Yellow Flash makes bad videos, right? I know he makes bad videos. But I don't know if he's publishing them in 23 minutes from time of recording. I don't know if that's happening, dude. I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, I don't really believe that. I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe that. Let me get Doc's statement now. Let's read it. Because like I could sit here and tell everybody that like the legalese is fine, and I don't have a problem with him like taking a much more legal approach to speaking and stuff like that. I could get past that. The reality of the situation though is that the minute this guy fucking made his statement where he actually used his words, that it was over. I haven't read this since the actual tweet. Probably haven't even read this version of the tweet, if we're being honest, because he edited it. I don't know if there's anything new in it. I don't think so. The Twitch ban. Oh, you know what? This is a fucking pedo allegation, right? I'll get Top Dog to read it. Oh, God. This is so fucking crazy. Yeah. Let's get Top Dog to read it. The only other guy who didn't go to VidCon. Here. Gamers. Get started. Where the fuck? Yeah, thank you. Here we are.
The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me.
Dude, it's crazy. This guy's literally playing a character. And he's like, let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. Guy who puts on mask, wears sunglasses, and changes his voice to play a character. Like, Jesus fuck me, dude. Holy shit, dude. Let's see. Yeah, let's go.
Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and...
No filter with me, but I did censor the word minor in the initial version of this post. Brutal.
Shit, as you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility.
This guy knew he got banned 4 years ago for talking to a minor. And then he opens this statement saying, you know I could always be upfront and real with you about it. All right? That guy played stupid for the last 4 years and put out this stupid song instead of just telling everybody why he got banned and let everyone just believe it. This guy dropped a fucking song where he sang about how his life is in his control. And then on the fucking D-Day, on the day of his fucking canceling, this guy comes out and he goes, you know, I could always be real with you guys, right? Dude, if anyone was real with us about this, Twitch, you know, protecting him, and him protecting him, the story would have been closed 4 years ago. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever.
Which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story.
Okay, so it wasn't 2, it was 4. 3 in the Bloomberg article, and 1 prior. And that 1 prior, you'd issued 2 legalese statements after. So if the only thing that would void your agreement would be for a Twitch employee to speak on it, then why did you respond like that in the first place? If that's what we're working with here, I don't understand.
The accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me.
Okay, so it's over. So what they were saying was real. Yes, there's obviously people who have hyperbolized this. Yes, there are people who have said things that are not true based off of these allegations. But, like, ultimately what was said is true. And then there's people on Twitter, dude. The quartering types. I don't think he's the one who said it explicitly, but you can go look at Sneeko if you want to see some cope in live action. They're saying the girl is 17. Don't you think that if the girl was 17 years old, don't you think that Doc would have said so? If there was, like, any information that could even slightly help his case, don't you think we'd be looking at it? Oh, he could have been catfished. Oh, he didn't know the age. Bro, that's the only thing this statement had to include. And he didn't include it. Dude, I'd be shocked if this girl's fucking 17. If we're being fucking honest. She's probably 15 or 16, if I had to guess. We'll never know, because nobody in this fucking industry is interested in fucking releasing this information for some reason. I don't know. Whatever, for whatever reason at this point, beyond fucking me, why this information's not out here. Whether it implicates somebody or I don't know. But like, yeah, no, dude, you can't look at this charitably. This guy's got no charitability left to fucking feed you with. What has this guy done other than being shady for the last 4 years that would let you, like, afford the charitability to be like, well, it's obviously best case scenario? Reading this post?
Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit.
This guy had 4 years to prepare what he was going to say.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy,
on
like
this
one of those
given
crypto-fascist,
day?
Dudes
he
too?
knew that at some point, all this shit he talked would catch up with him, and that these allegations would come out. He had 4 years to think about this, and in those 4 years,
crypto-fascist dudes too.
He wasn't sure if he was going to use the word minor or not. So naturally, he edited out. This guy had 4 years to prepare what he was going to say on this day. And the typo was the word minor. The typo was the word minor. That's so crazy! And he didn't put it back until Mudahar tweeted about it. I caught it by accident because I was taking the screenshot. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real-life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on the stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right.
So anyways, he took a long break and probably won't come back to streaming for a while. How fucking anticlimactic was that, chat? Holy shit. To anyone who wants me to disappear, yeah, fucking right. So anyways, he disappeared for a while. Oh, God, bro. Holy shit, dude. It's so crazy. Oh, God. This is so nuts to me, dude. This is so fucking crazy. So, again, years ago, Keemstar told me what happened, and I generally believed the version of the story, the version of the events I was told back then. And just to give context to what those were, because I spoke to it with JStalk or whatever, but I might as well tell my own audience what I thought happened to Dr. Disrespect. The secret that I had loosely kept for the past 2 years, maybe. Dr. Disrespect, it was told to me that there was an employee type situation, that there was some problem, I guess. That when Dr. Disrespect was cheating on his wife, I guess they got the timeline correct, that like he was also hitting on a woman from Twitch, like an employee of Twitch, and the wife found out about it and then contacted Twitch, and it was this huge
Isn't this
HR
Nicholas DeOrio
nightmare.
guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist
So
dudes,
I
dude?
was told that in the process of this whole thing, they basically said to the woman, like, your job's on the line here, you're fucked if this whole thing, like you can't like interact with our clients that way. And from there, apparently Doc kept hitting up this hypothetical employee, and the employee turned around and said, he's fucking sexually harassing me. He told me not to do anything. I'm not doing anything. But now, like, look, I can't stop. This guy keeps fucking messaging me. So Twitch cut him loose. That was what I was told initially. It was a dispute and a sexual harassment allegation between members of Twitch staff and Dr. Disrespect.
Why?
Which, it made sense to me why... Like, I rationalized it as, okay, I get why Slasher said that this guy's career is over. Because if it's a sexual harassment allegation, right? And then that would explain why Twitch couldn't say anything, because they can't really fire someone for that. That could potentially get them in trouble. So if they said something stupid, they could be liable for that person as well. Like, in my head, I cooked this whole bullshit side narrative up that kind of explained why everyone was acting so erratic when the ban first happened. Never in my wildest dreams did I think this was going to be him messaging a minor. I figured, okay, well, at least we know if there was any sex crime type behavior or adjacent, just in like engaging with a minor at all, you know, having inappropriate relations or discussions with a minor via Twitch's chat feature. Twitch's chat feature. Imagine being that brazen. But I digress. I figured like, oh, at least you know, like if there was a minor here, or if he raped somebody, or if some brutal allegation came
I
out,
always do the possible.
like Twitch would have said something, surely. And I was wrong. I was completely fucking wrong. I've never been so wrong in my life. We find out 4 years later that there was this inappropriate conversation that leaves open-ended, by the way, in the statement, that if this was like a one-off thing or something he'd done more often. As I said, I'm not really feeling super charitable given everything else he said in his statement. So I feel like he would have said it was like a one-time thing if it was. If he was confident to say it was a one-time thing, he would have said so. Just like he would have said if the girl was 17. Just like he would have said if the girl catfished him. All of that would have been in the statement. What is this blacked lyrics thing? I keep having people write blacked lyrics. Is it like a meme? Yeah. And in the whisper system, too. Imagine, bro. Imagine being so fucking stupid at a site run as poorly as Twitch, by the way. Do you know that Twitch unbans people? You know it's not an automated system. They haven't automated the process of unbanning users, that they get unbanned manually by some guy at his keyboard. That's why you'll see like a ban occur at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then like somebody gets unbanned at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like a week later, or like at fucking 2 in the morning. It's because there's a manual switch that gets flipped, right? That they have some stupid employee flipping the switches. That's how much of a clown show Twitch is behind the scenes. Another thing about Twitch is they didn't have any infrastructure to prepare for DMCA abuse. I might even be able to pull up the email from when I was a partner there. I got an email from Twitch, and it was like, we never knew this was going to happen, so we didn't know to tell you not to do it. And it's like, they're streaming Hell's Kitchen. How did you not consider
Nicholas DeOrio guy, like one of those fucking crypto?
How did you not
dudes,
consider when they're watching The Dark Knight Rises on your fucking platform, they're freebooting literal television content owned by fucking major networks, right? How did you not even consider the fact that this could blow back on your company? So that like when the DMCAs came in, we didn't know what to do. You know that YouTube was running at this point, right? You know they had like the DMCA system down, and for the one person in the comment section that goes, YouTube's DMCA system is bad, it's not good. YouTube's system is Content ID, which gives people the ability to find their content on other people's YouTube channels. There's nothing like that on Twitch. YouTube's policy is to basically just work with US law. Their whole copyright system you have a problem with is quite literally just like issues for your local, for the government. Like the government is the problem on that one. You're fucking write your local congressman or something, maybe they can do something about it. They're literally just following the law. But Twitch had no infrastructure. People were getting striked for VODs they thought they deleted because they were stored on Twitch's servers. And then that, like, those servers were accessible to content holders, so they were striking. Like, you could play a song and go, "Oh wait, I didn't have the rights for that," and then delete it, and then not have the ability to clip it. And if you deleted it, you thought you were safe, but you weren't because their infrastructure didn't exist to prevent for these strikes. It's crazy. So when people tell me like, "Nick, how could Twitch have fucked this one up?" It's like, yeah, I believe it. It's clown show over there. None of these people have any idea what's going on. This might cost us the election. True. Twitch uses RuneScape AI. Like, it was just a bunch of video game idiots running a fucking site like this that was competing with YouTube. That's all Twitch ever was. Now it's like a corporate run business that's losing money every year. Are they for profit? And dude, I've seen like the weirdest responses to this. Like Mizkiff was dunking on, was it Mizkiff? Somebody was dunking on Dr. Disrespect because he didn't like the award show where all the popular Twitch streamers give each other's friends awards. Like the Friendsgiving award show where they crown each other like best individual streamer or something. Last year they couldn't like fund it, so they were begging people not to restream the event. Ludwig? Yeah, Ludwig. Ludwig was shitting on Doc because he insulted the Stream Awards, where him and his friends give each other awards to pretend that they're the best streamers on like the platform or whatever. It's so wild. So this whole thing real quick, like, just devolved into like a political back and forth. You had people like Tipster tweeting about it. You had people like, oh god, watch this one, dude. This one's crazy. You want to see a real good one, bro? Oh wait, look at this. This is a random chatter. Where are you getting the number 17 from? All Doc said was individual minor, which he edited back in. Literally can be any number under 18. I'm pretty sure it's not a 12-year-old. Yeah, most likely not. But it doesn't have to be that low for it to be weird. 16 or 17, that's legal in most states. Wait. That's not even why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because he's like, no, it's actually fucked up because he cheated. Not sure how old this guy is, but if he'd been single, it would have been fine. Like, oh my god, bro. Dude, imagine being like, yeah, I'm against Dr. Disrespect because he's a cheater. Oh, bro, get the fuck out. Like, that's just such a crazy thing to write. Dude, where is it? Like, you got fucking Tipster tweeting out not like us memes when someone made a whole song about him defending a fucking creep who was helping kids get drugs. This guy who's literally been caught in like 3 separate occasions saying like, damn, bro, your sister's hot. Yeah, she's 16, Tipster. Oh! Dude, one of the hot ones not like dick, Tipster. She's a minor too, Tipster. Tipster, that's a minor, Tipster, stop! Alright, and then Tipster who gun guards the person who like helps little kids get drugs and stuff. And talks weird to kids on Twitter. Like, oh, okay, cool. And then there's like Casey Tron, I am convinced, is actually a genius. I thought she was really stupid, but otherwise, like, she's a really good rage baiter. She's really good at appearing to be the most retarded person in the room and getting people to talk about her constantly. She's got, like, a talent that I could only, like, dream to emulate, right? Like, something that I could never be this retarded on command. One thing about the LGBTQ community is when substantial claims are made about a prominent figure, they are exiled. Wish the incel gamer bros would have that same energy. Instead, they defend them and go down every conspiracy rabbit hole imaginable, even claiming victimhood. When every single time like a trans person gets outed or whatever, there's like a line of people coming to explain why they did nothing wrong. Every single time that I've interacted with these people on fucking Twitter. Like, how could you possibly come off the Keffels thing and have this opinion? And you're like, well, maybe Casey didn't know about the Keffels thing. Do you know who she's like? Casey's good friends with Denims, and Denims is most known recently for this clip.
Saying I don't like to spend my time fighting with people who are saying that they're on the left. I think it's much more effective for me to make fun of people on the right instead of, because every minute I'm spending making fun of somebody else on the left, I could be making fun of someone on the right.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascists
who chose willingly to do an entire stream section on why she isn't covering someone who scammed trans people for $100,000?
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
This fucking retard, okay, chose willingly to spend her stream segment, instead of talking about how Keffel sent weird messages to minors on Twitter, instead of talking about how Keffel sent people to Bob Posting to get fucking underage drugs and shit like that, okay? Instead of talking about how Keffel supported Bob Posting's website, instead of talking about how Keffel scammed people for $100,000 in a community that is mostly operated off of goodwill and fucking donations, the trans community, the people who need all those surgeries and all that medication and all those safe havens from parents and fucking friends, former friends alike, right? They fucking crowdfund that money, correct? Keffel stole $100,000 worth of fucking money from those people. And then Denims, finding out about this, does a whole section where she explains why she'd rather not critique a lefty because there's right-wingers out there doing cringe stuff too.
Saying I don't like to spend my time fighting with people who are saying that they're on the left. I think it's much more effective for me to make fun of people on the right instead of, because every minute I'm spending making fun of somebody else on the left, I could be making fun of someone on the right. Right?
Okay, that's wonderful.
It's just my personal.
Who the fuck are you lying to, Casey Tron? This never happens. The whole point of the discourse, we were talking about Brianna Wu, someone who's literally been exiled from the fucking trans community. As much as everyone in this community fucking hates her, Brianna Wu has been like blown apart for even daring to critique anyone! She's out of the house. She critiqued Keffels. Get her out. Oh, okay. Whatever. I guess you guys are super tolerant of opposing views, especially when it comes to kids.
With some of her actions, and I disagree with some of the things that she's done. And
that's so good. I'm so glad that you disagree with a few things Keffels has done. How brave of you, Denims.
Well, my perspective, and this is not going to be the perspective of everyone online, and that's fine. My perspective is I don't like to spend my time going after other people that are on the left, right? And that's just because I think my time is better spent.
What? What? Why? Why does that matter? Why should that make any difference? What if someone committed some grotesque, provable crime? Would you be like,
all these people came from Destiny's community and they were used to being told what their opinions are for like way too long. And then they got to a position of power so they can hedge that to sell their fucking OnlyFans, okay? That's like 99% of women that came up on Twitch because Destiny is like run through the entire community, let's be honest. This person can't even fucking like have their own thought without the team sport. I literally think that every one of these people should be fucking deplatformed and replaced onto another social media site where they can only interact with each other. I think that Denims should have to only read the Quarterings tweets every day, okay? And like Yellow Flash should have to talk to Casey Tron. Okay, all these people who have like team sports opinions on fucking pedophiles should only have to interact with each other. Like the worst fucking take versus the worst fucking take, back and forth all fucking day long. That like then maybe, just maybe, they'll start trying to think rationally about any of these issues. I just want to know what happened. I just want to see the fucking screenshots. I want to know what he said. I want to know context. These guys are trying to find a way to fight the culture war against Nick Merckx. Who fucking cares? That's what this is all about. Regrettably, this whole Dr. Disrespect thing came because Nick Merckx said like trans people weren't real or something in the middle of Pride Month. And then all of a sudden somebody comes out and starts like taking him out. And it's like, why didn't you just do that 4 years ago? Like a good upstanding citizen. This guy was trying to sell tickets to his fucking event with the knowledge that Dr. Disrespect messaged a minor. Why couldn't you guys just get to the Why couldn't the journalists who had the information report on this 4 fucking years ago? Why is this a weapon in the arsenal of the culture war? Why is this like... This is like a minor inconvenience. Minor in quotations. For everybody else in the situation, so they can push whatever they want to talk about. There's no act. Like Medicare's asking the question. The only thing I don't get about this is the back and forth on why Twitch is even given a pass here. If he's guilty of something, Twitch knew it and kept it quiet. A major corporation would theoretically be sacrificing kids for profit if it was true. And now you got other employees come and say they do it all the time. They all knew, by the way. Anissa, sweetie, did you know Dr. Disrespect messaged a minor? Anissa Jamha, hello? Anissa, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you tell people? Who's they? Who's they, Anissa? Why, like, dude, if you leaked it to me, I'd have told you. I'd have said something. Just send it to me. Means her too. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. And it's so funny because I was bitching about like the tipsters and the Caseytrons when I made this tweet.
Isn't this
and I woke up in the quartering
like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
I keep seeing this get posted to defend Dr. Disrespect. This email is an unverified nonsense source or whatever. Yeah, it's like not real.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Yeah, this was my fucking take when it came out. He admitted to messaging a minor. No mention of age, no mention of being misled in any capacity. His argument was that the messages were simply leaning towards being inappropriate. And by the time I'd posted this, he'd again edited the statement. And then I had to write, wait, he deleted it! Oh no, it's back. I can't believe this guy's been thinking of... I keep repeating myself. 4 years this guy was planning on making this statement, knowing that eventually it would happen. And then, oopsie, I accidentally included the word minor in paragraph 6. Not the spelling mistake he needed. The Bloomberg article basically provided nothing. Let's see, Casey Tron. Accusations are evidence. Gets accused. You're accusing me with no evidence. It was all the people asking for evidence are coping so hard. If you think Twitch banned one of their top streamers for no reason with no evidence for his wrongdoings, you're a moron. Leave it to the gamer bros always yapping about protecting children. So you can see it right here. This is a tweet about Nick Merckx. It has nothing to do with Dr. Disrespect. It's because Nick Merckx said protect children that now, like, anyone who asks for screenshots of Dr. Disrespect sending chat messages to a minor, now keep in mind this is prior to him getting exposed, is bad. Then someone goes, Casey Tron, you're a pedo. And she goes, you're calling me a pedo with no evidence. I'm telling you, she's talented, chat. She's fucking talented. I've never seen anyone like it. I've never seen anyone who is able to look this stupid so consistently, but farm all this interaction. I mean, because obviously she's not getting interaction on her actual streams. Holy shit. The email says Twitch obtained the info illegal. Yeah, but the email is like not real. That literally reads like a fan fiction. It's their platform. They can go through your stuff unless they say otherwise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not. That's why it's not real. If Twitter wants to go through my DMs right now, unless they claim it's end-to-end encrypted, they have the right to do so and publish it. We'll talk about Alex next. Oh, I faked being drama alert or whatever. So by the way, Keem announced that he was gonna this was gonna drop, like he was hoping it would drop before midnight. So all of us told everyone about it, and then I messaged Brantley and he goes, "Yeah, Keem passed out. He has to wake up early tomorrow morning." People went live and had like watch parties, and it was going to be the Bloomberg article, so they would have been mad either way. But he literally passed out. Is there like a Black Lyrics meme? I don't understand. I'm still logged in this comment cop, like right now. Fuck, dude. My bad. I have to get on my other account. Hold on, let me just flip it. Alright, we're back on the right account. Cool. Nice. At some point in the last 40 hours, yeah, I read that one already. That was the weird Reddit thing. I don't know what's going on, but I was told the nuke would be dropping. Yeah, we read that one already, basically. Okay, so like I got into an argument with this guy, and I think I realized he was just trolling with me, so I nuked him immediately once I realized that. I used to like Nicholas. His work exposing Dark Viper was top notch. Dude, this guy used to like me like 3 weeks ago. The Dark Viper story was literally like 4 weeks ago. This is literally first argument with Nick. Dude, I really used to like this guy, doing like the whole concern trolling bit right out of the gate. I'd always respected that, but he's dying with Dr. Kid Inspect, and it's leaving a bad taste. His right-wing views can be a hindrance in this situation. Now, what do you think I said in that case? What do you think was the big lore? It was... Hold on, I gotta click this fast. This was it. Such a degenerate freak. Doc's own studio kicked him to the curb after an internal investigation, citing facts that are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept. And y'all still are here like, we need to wait for proof? Yes, because I can't tweet out that someone's a pedophile to 60,000 people in good conscience if I haven't even seen the screenshots. Obviously, a confession changes that, but it's only rational to want to see screenshots when you're calling someone a fucking pedophile on Twitter. And this is coming from Lollyman, someone who said he couldn't even conceptualize a situation where Keffels could be like if Keffels was a rapist, would you not be around her anymore? I don't like thinking of hypotheticals like that. I can't really say. The answer is yes, you'd drop her if she was a rapist. That's the answer, tipster. That's the answer. So this person's like, wow, dude, Nick's a total right-winger for that take. I was like, good one, buddy. Asking to see a screenshot of evidence before I call someone a pedophile on my Twitter is right-wing, apparently. Let me see where it is. Yeah, here we go. I'm just saying how it looks to me. A lot of your peers have asked why you're not commenting. What peers? What peer of mine was asking why I'm not commenting on the semantics and strange damage control that Doc is doing? It looks like your bias is interfering. I think if you look through this, right, you have like the tweet he's talking about. Where was it? Yeah, so you have this tweet he's talking about.
Nicholas DeOrio guy, like,
and
one
in
of those
between, it's me signal boosting that Midnight Society dropped him, and then the tweet before that is laughing about how Tipster says that the guy is guilty tattooed to his forehead, despite this guy being in like several different controversies that have his whole reply being spam with the lyrics of "Not Like Us" on like a daily basis. But like even whilst I was asking for evidence, right? I'm literally signal boosting the anti-Doc stuff at the same time, right? So this guy starts, so we interact with it. Here. Bias, I'm asking for evidence before I brand someone a pedophile to 60,000 people. You aren't mentioning both sides.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking
dude, like, and this is like, I'm highlighting this not because this is like a one guy. It's because that people literally think this. People think I have to end every sentence with, but it is possible that he might rape 15 children. But it is possible that he has a dungeon of children in his basement. But it is possible that he might have sexted 400 women between the age of fucking 1 and 6. My whole chat is spamming 1 because Mizkif looks like a disgusting freak. Yeah. You need to add... Wait, you need me to add maybe he's a pedophile, I don't know, at the end of every statement so your rotted brain can comprehend what I'm saying. And he's like, see, now you're getting fired up for no reason. Keep debating, but don't go weak. And I said I was
Isn't
being
this
trolled.
Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those
I think the other interaction was over
fascist
here.
Dudes too?
Like literally this guy right here. Why are you refusing to comment on the strange ways Doc has handled this? Not true. Half the replies are saying the same as me. No, they weren't. Very weird you're not seeing that. Because it's irrelevant. I want a screenshot of what he said or what age the person was before I call him a pedophile. That's not weird, it's normal, which I still agree with after the fact that Doc has already confessed. It's not irrelevant at all. It's quite damning, actually. You should be taking both angles. Quite damning of what? We don't even know what he's been accused of. There's no other angle. Everyone agrees that he did something. That's all I said. Don't take sides so early. You should be giving both angles the same energy, since you yourself said you don't know.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist
like,
dudes too?
I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, how are you telling me I am the one who picked a side, right? Like, I'm the neutral one. You're the one who's not neutral. I don't give a fuck if you're right wing. I just said don't let your feelings get in the way of the investigation. And this guy's previous tweet was more proof Doc is guilty. I got one guide. I literally got fucking one guide. The guy's telling me that I should be neutral because I was being neutral. And then he was saying the guy was fucking guilty. I got totally one guide. Please conclude responsibly. Oh god, dude.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto
I mean, I had a feeling this one
dudes
wasn't
too?
going to come back, but I can't tweet out, yeah, dude, I think he did it. And again, I don't even know the nature of what he did at the time of post. Right? When I tweeted, it's mind-boggling people are so confident that Dr. Disrespect is a pedophile without seeing a single screenshot of what he did. Like, best case scenario is what we got. Well, no, it's not best case. Best case scenario is I didn't know the age or whatever, and it was a catfish or something. But, like, pretty high up there is that he just messaged a minor, there were no pics exchanged and all that stuff. For all we knew, this guy did something far more severe, like fucking exchange nudes knowingly with a fucking 14-year-old asking him to shove ice up her fucking pussy or something like that. In which case, like, yeah, I would actually want to know what he did. Yes, that's not unreasonable to want to know the context of what happened, bro. Tipster should have given Dr. Disrespect the same advice he gave Vosh. Bro, you're supposed to do that on your other phone. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, you need the lore chat to get that reference. You had to be there. This isn't related at all, but it's like a bunch of content creators for Progressive Victory, and they're like, hey guys, we all teamed up to help the left, and all the comments are like, wow, this reminds me of the sex offender shuffle. This photo complained to me for manspreading. Is this the Reddit meetup? Why are they so gross looking? Not a black one among you. How nice to not invite any people of color. Oh, it's an election year. Yeah. Oh, man. Willie Mack gets 200,000 subs. That's awesome. Oh, God. Don't even get me started with the rich stuff. Maybe I'll talk about that in a little while. Did you see this debate?
Literally coming out of a previously identified Hamas compound that they have operated from. They literally did. You can Google it. You can Google it.
With all due respect, you're such a fantastic moron. It's
Whoa! Whoa! No!
Coming out of a previously identified.
That part of the debate was crazy. That was insane. Dude, when he said Mr. Benelli, that came out of nowhere, bro. That was the best debate I've ever seen, bro. URR? Yeah, he like literally R'd him right there. Yeah, the Casey Tron thing. I think we're mostly caught up. Chris Tyson. Oh yeah, another one. Everyone wants to defend Chris Tyson publicly. When people do creepy shit, it gets cast out of this. Yeah, okay. Chris Tyson literally owned Lolicon from prolific child enjoyer Shadman. By the way, in my main channel videos, I've made the aggressive decision. Instead of saying like abuse or like pedophile or something, because those can get demonetized, I am now referring to all pedophiles as child enjoyers, because there's no way YouTube can censor that. All right, so we're going to be like in every super high stakes allegation, I'm going to be referring to pedophiles as child enjoyers. Okay, that's going to be the new lingo, the new hit lingo sweeping the because you PDF file, that sounds so soy. They're child enjoyers, the new label. Did you see the new clip where the drawing can be seen in clear view? No, and I don't want to see it either. I do not have any interest to see it. I remember censoring the censored image just to allow more censoring, because I don't know who the fuck is putting that in a YouTube video. But yeah, since Nick Merckx has me blocked, here's a video he posted in regards to Dr. Disrespect. He defends him and demands more evidence. If Twitch is banning one of the most popular streamers on the platform is not enough evidence for you, you're cooked. Like, what? What do you mean? What's wrong with you? What are you talking about? You're cooked, hypocrite. Dude, why don't you just arrest him then if that's enough evidence for you? If that's enough evidence for you, you should be for the cops coming to get him. Bring him in right now. Where's the other genius? Where's the other total fucking genius? I thought didn't I post about this?
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Oh god, dude.
Dr. Disgusting, says Valky Ray. Yuck, says Pokimane. Everyone will hate you, but as soon as that second hits midnight, then
isn't this
she
Nicholas
can sign up
DeOrio
on
guy like
OnlyFans,
one of those
sell her body,
crypto fascist
everyone's gonna parade
too?
around and say, "You go, queen! You're an independent girl boss, slay, clown world." I don't know everything about Dr. Disrespect, but
it's just means to an end. It's so he can like talk about
isn't
his
this
values
Nicholas
against
DeOrio guy like
pornography.
one of those fucking crypto
That's all
fascist
it is,
dudes too?
It's literally just an opportunity for him to say that porn is bad, just off the back of this fucking horrible situation. Isn't this fucking crazy to you? Like, it's so fucking transparent.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
And to make this stupid analogy, you have to assume the girl's 17, which, I mean, there's literally nothing indicating that she's 17. If anything, Doc's statement is an indicator that she probably wasn't 17.
what is the, like, let's break it down. Pokimane pretty much does softcore porn.
No, she doesn't. Pokimane does not make softcore porn. Anytime you're making the Twitch's softcore porn argument on a site where they literally slap themselves with phallic objects and sit in hot tubs, there's no fucking stratosphere where Pokimane is a top 50 example for whatever you're arguing.
For 14-year-old boys. Her audience is 95% men who are jerking off the entire stream. Boogie.
I don't get it. Why don't all these edgy content creators go, I'm not responsible for my audience if they go and dox you, but then they're instantly responsible for their audience if they're fucking masturbating? oh, you're offering Girlfriend Simulator by looking mildly attractive on stream and playing video games with a fucking top that's not fucking showing cleavage. Like, I don't understand. All these hardcore, edgy YouTubers will tell you they're not responsible for their audience, but a woman just appearing on fucking screen is enough to say that she's girlfriend experience material because people are giving her money. What would you say about... I mean, what about your tier 3 subs? Are you selling them fucking schizo racism?
I want to poke you, Pokey. Twitch. I might get banned on Twitch by saying this, but it is what it is, bro. They run Twitch because...
Isn't this the fucking fake Islam guy?
They are turning people into simps. And simping is them, here's another 3,000 gifted, ding, jerking off all day. Most of them are teenagers.
This is
Most
like
of them
Nick Fuentes and when he got accused of when they were doing a fucking dinner at McDonald's or whatever, and the guy was trying to say grace. He's like, "What are you doing? Are you fucking kidding me right now?" Like, he doesn't really believe in that shit either. This is Sneeko. I bet this guy is the biggest coomer on the planet. I bet this guy spends 90% of his day cranking it to whatever Twitch thought he's crying about on stream at any given moment.
underage. It doesn't even matter to them because Twitch is 13 plus. So they're okay if you're 13 years old edging to Pokemon all day. But if Dr. Disrespect...
You're right, Toastify. Nothing he says is racist. He's 4 different races. That's what King of Nothing taught me.
Text a girl who's 17 years old, 11 months, 364 days.
Yeah, he's just like he's a clone. That's what he is. He's a clone of whatever is like popular in the given moment. He's Tipster if Tipster was more successful. If Tipster was able to grift well, that's what Tipster would be. He's just Tipster for the fucking right. And skinny. If you're edging to Pokemade, it's time to touch grass. Yeah, obviously, 100%. If you're edging to a person who's not even dressing sexually on stream, then it's like time for a wake-up call. Does she even wear like low-cut tops on these fucking streams? I haven't seen a Pokemon stream in like 3 years. When was the last time she was in controversy? I don't even think she wears low-cut tops on these streams, and she's Girlfriend Simulator. No, not usually. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't. I have no idea. By the way, guys, the making of Jaws is out.
Everything to make it look. You know, we do a lot of testing on our products.
Ooh, big epic. Let me read some donos quick, and then we will talk about young Alex for a little while, because I think realistically there's not much more that can be said about Doc. It's a fucking tragedy. It's a really shitty situation. Doc was a tremendous entertainer. I don't really know where the road is now, but I'll tell you one thing, it would be a lot easier to swallow this at this moment in time if he was honest from the get-go. The fact that we're finding out about this 4 years after the ban, and he like like if his whole thing is like this was an interaction that was like unserious and there was never any negative negative intentions or whatever, but he's saying that after he launched a campaign to come back to YouTube, right? And like start up the stream again with that stupid song, acting like he was the huge victim of Twitch when he obviously knew he did something wrong. So he's like lived a lie for 4 fucking years about this situation, and then he comes out and he's like, guys, you know, I've always been transparent with you. Was it the character that DM'd the girl? Oh no, wait, did the guy DM the girl and then Dr. Disrespect is the character, so he didn't know about it? Like, was the lore not accurate enough? Did he not have that knowledge fully, I guess? Maybe that's how it went. Like, the guy has been lying for 4 fucking years. How much charitability could you ever afford someone like that? Viewer activity. Let's read some of these out. What's going on, gamers? Illusion of Glory. Muda's video on the situation has a great name. I saw Doe tweeted it out. I forgot what it is off the top of my head, but you can remind me. I thought he said like Dr. Disrespected Children or something like that. Was that what it was? Dr. Disrespected a minor? Muda's fucking funny, dude. I think he's at VidCon too right now. All the YouTubers that you like are at VidCon. Does Nick DeOrio weekend chat? All right, I'm going out in style. Okay. Because I'm probably going to take a break streaming next week. I want to try to get this main channel stuff done. I told everybody I'm on Arts thing now, so I can actually get sponsors. So I have like incentive to make content within months for moving forward. So I don't know how much I'm going to be streaming next month. I'll probably try to keep it to at least once a week because we've been doing like 2 or 3 times in the last 2 months, I think. So that's going to like slow this channel down a little bit, but I think it'll be worth it for people who like main channel stuff. Passion7JP, new member. Yes, Nick DeOrio live stream. Thank you so much. Toastify, $5. Did Augie name his child Bo Blacks like Ralph was going to do at Gator? Yeah, he named his child Josh. Wait, are you guys thinking I'm joking? I saw a lot of people on Twitter thinking I'm joking. No, Augie just had his kid today. Which is funny because I think it's like also... No, I don't know. Was that not public? Oh, well, I don't know. Now, ask him in 3 months when he comes back. Oh no, did I leak it? Anyways. You should know at this point to ignore literally everything I say about Augie because all of the information is fake. Every single time. I've been trolling people since January. I give a different take every time I go live. I'm literally not giving you anything. Dark Brandon Anderson, $5. Listen here, Pinball Boy. You better not be pulling our legs with this Augie stuff. Don't tell me that you ate him. No, I sent him. He's in Nebraska. I sent Augie to Belize. Okay, if that's what you want to know. I sent him on a nice trip to Belize. Okay. Let me see. Imagine winning at life, becoming a multi-millionaire with a wife and child, and still feeling the need to fuck with minors. And dude, it's not just that, because that's bad. But imagine doing it through Twitch whispers. You know, for years I told like these simps saying like, dude, you're never going to pick up a Twitch thought. You're never going to pick up a Twitch thought. And here's Dr. Disrespect doing it right from Twitch.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Dude didn't need Tinder. Dude didn't need Bumble. Dude didn't need fucking... Didn't even need Twitter. Guy was picking up people in fucking whisper DMs on fucking Twitch.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto...
I don't think I've ever seen someone unironically use whisper for any reason other than, Nick, you unblocked me on Twitter. Can you please unblock me? I've never seen anyone use it before. Dark Brandon Anderson, I read that one. 1 KO, 5 New Zealand dollars. Imagine winning at life because I already read that one. Jesus, I'm brain dead. Big Toon Dog, $5. Hey Nick, hope you have a good stream. Keep up the content. Thank you. Fuck Chino, $5. If you still have access to Augie's channel, you should have gone live with the I'm Back title. Dude, I'm gonna do that soon. Look out for it. I'm literally gonna go live and title the stream I'm Back. And then I'll get all you fuckers. The Confusing Opinion, $5. My guess is NDAs were involved for sure. Especially, yeah, but you can't do an NDA on any illegal acts. That's not... There's no NDA that says like, oh, oopsie, teehee, you sexted a minor. Uh-oh, stinky. You can't... Like, R. Kelly couldn't do an NDA to tell people not to see what they saw in his house. It's not like you can't NDA a rapists. That's not how it works. But he said it wasn't illegal. I haven't seen it at this point. I have no idea what happened there, dude. There's like, it's probably dependent on state law, and I'm pretty sure like California themselves has like pretty strict rules when it comes to this stuff. Again, I don't know. I can't tell you the context of what was in the messages. What I was thinking happened, right, was like an employee saw it and they fucking banned him. And they're like, oh no, well there's no going back now. And they're like, what the fuck did you do? Yeah, dude, look, he was talking to a minor. Why would you ever be talking to a minor? What the fuck did you do? Do you know what the backlash of this is gonna fucking be or something? I'm assuming that's how the discussion went, probably. Somebody $5. Yo, surprise stream. I didn't see this one coming. I think I tweeted about it today. Passion76PJ, 2 Australian. You think YouTube will ban Doc? Probably not. Cats a flocking, 5 Canadian. The minor was actually the Twitch CEO's daughter /S. Yeah, that's why he was talking about aliens. Phil Croniger, thank you to the 5. I feel like the big question is, if Twitch really thought what Doc did in 2017 was ban worthy, why did it take 3 years to ban him? Well, my speculation is they didn't know and they only looked in a huge investigation after they wanted to can him. I mean, look, I know a lot of people were saying it. There is like legitimate reason to believe that Twitch wanted him fucking gone at this time frame. There was like, it was the perfect storm of what happened to Dr. Disrespect. He just like was saying that he might go to Mixer, right? Like he's flexing like, I could get this much money from Mixer. And then Mixer literally went up. Like it was gone. The platform died. Obviously, they never offered him that money. And you could believe that because streamers like Tfue and Ninja signed these short-term deals to go to Mixer, right? And they were becoming like Mixer streamers around the same point. So he's like, oh, well, you have to give me this much or I'm going to go be one of them. When they probably never even offered him a contract. And that probably pissed everybody off. And not to pull from the email that I genuinely think is fake and shitty. But it's also possible that they were mad from the bathroom incident. One of their top streamers started filming somebody in the fucking bathroom at a convention. You can't bring a fucking camera into the bathroom, dude. If they think that you're a liability there, they might look to cut you from the team entirely. Lost Forever, $10. Say, Doc, I hear you like I'm young. Alan Dude 4, $2. Dr. No Consent. Blacked Lyrics, $2. It was only one minor, sir. We only have one, right? Silent Orchestra, $2. Dr. Disrespect was always into maps, after all. Yeah, COD maps. Hobo, $2. Play Jurassic Park Pinball. Sure. I'll swap them. I will swap them. Please get into an interview with Doc. We have to find out the truth. Has he heard of Tipster? True, bro. Imagine if I got Doc on for a fucking interview and I was like, do you know who Tipster is? Hobo, $2. I already read that one. Zane T, new membership. 2024 deserves some disrespect, alright? Alien Dude, $10. He had a high position of power on his platform. He had 4 years and deleted the word minor from his statement. He could have been doing this a lot more. What is he hiding? Yeah, at this point, like, I don't fucking know. Dude, would you be even at all surprised if Twitch comes out and goes like, yeah, there's more to this story now? Like, I don't know, bro. I think this guy's cooked. I would be really shocked if anything happens here. I think he's been dancing around like the situation, lying by omission for 4 fucking years. I don't know, bro. I don't think there's a path to redemption for this guy. My bad, guys. Tipster's done with drama. Jaguar, thanks for the 10 HK. Krabby post, $5. Mizkiff looks like a goblin. He has a disgusting face. Every time I see it, I get physically ill. Slimy, oily, and terrible. He has a profile face he has PDF file face vibes. Well, I don't know if I agree with that one, Crappy post, but I'm not a Mizkiff enjoyer. Quay is cool, $2. Tribalism. These people only care about the tribe. True. Kyle Rittenhouse. Hey, I have that AI censor bot for YouTube videos at Sam Fisher IRL Discord. I feel like I'm supposed to DM you already. I think JStalk reached out to me about that. Pragmatic Culture 5. Would anything about this change for you if it was discovered that the minor was actually 17, legal or otherwise? I mean, the guy's 4 years old, right? Between 31 and 34 at the time of this. I mean, would it change is kind of a loaded term. Is it worse if it's a 12-year-old? Yes. But the reality of the situation is he's like lied about this for a while, so I'm kind of already assuming that it's not 17. And even if it is 17, it's like the guy's like sold himself up the river here. I don't know. I don't think so. Reasonably. I have no reason to believe this guy has good intentions. Ryan, $10. It's apparently right-wing to wait for evidence in an innocent until proven guilty country. Well, it's not innocent until proven guilty on Twitter for people that we don't like. Only people that we like. And in that case, they're innocent all the time. But in general, that's not the way it goes, yeah. Let me see. Crappy post, $2. Type 1 if Mizkiff looks like a disgusting freak. Jesus. Agmar, $5. Doc when the self-report happens. Ryan, $10. Also, did none of these people learn from the pro-Jared situation? No, they did. They know. Don't act like Casey Tron doesn't know what she's fucking doing here. They obviously know. They don't care because this was a fucking attack on Nick Merckx. We don't even know if the kid was 17. My impression is that it's not. I'm fighting with people privately about this who are like, no, we don't know that for sure. And it's like, man, if that guy was gonna, like, if there's any information that he had that would make him look better, you have to assume it's in that statement. You just have to assume that in the 4 years of prep, he thought, well, I should mention that this was because this could be a fucking 10-year-old, dude. This could be a fucking 13-year-old. This could be a fucking, like, it could be literally anything. Like, it's like a mystery box in Family Guy. It could even be a 17-year-old. The mystery box could be anything, even a 17-year-old. You know what I mean? But wouldn't he want to stage himself in the best possible light and make the girl as old as humanly possible in his example? It could be a 1-year-old. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, dude. I think anyone who's saying that it's 17 for a given fact is coping. But I imagine it's not. $5 hobo. You don't get it, Nick. It's an election year. Black the lyrics, $2. I wouldn't even 3 Casey. What does that mean? 3? Julianne Waller. Thank you for the 5 Australian. Just fucking weird that he was messaging a minor the same year he had an affair with a girl at TwitchCon. Yeah. Percy the Clown, $20. First live I could catch. You make the world an okay place. Love ya. No pedo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Colia Dante, $5. It's sad that Dr. Disrespect had to be put down. If only Deji had gotten him neutered, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Verana Bruh, 3 months. Augie did not have a kid on Juneteenth during an election year. Carta, $5. Large content creators try not to talk to minors challenge. They say you have 2 different directions: a music career at some point in your YouTube life, or being a child predator. And Dr. Disrespect tried to gaslight us by having a music career and releasing the song Alleyways. Ultimately, though, we were unswayed. Yeah. So, chat, how's everybody doing tonight? We're going to talk a little bit about Alex. And by the way, that's the biggest tragedy of this whole fucking situation. You want to hear the biggest tragedy about this? It's not about the hypothetical minor. It's not about Dr. Disrespect. It's not about Nick Merckx or Casey Tron. It's that these fucking assholes at Twitch had 4 years to expose this guy, and they waited until I'm Alex's career was basically over to fucking do it. Can you believe the luck on that one? Can you fucking believe the luck that this man has? No one's even calling for this guy to make a statement anymore. He got away with it, chat. He got away with it. I'm kidding, of course, but yeah, that is kind of funny though. That was pretty fucking funny. Pink pilled. Dude, Doc just got pink pilled, bro. It's over. Oh, God. I still, to this day, don't know what Doc did that was conservative, other than just be friends with people online and be, like, masculine on streams and not cry like a pussy or something. Except for the time that he cheated on his wife when he was very not masculine. I don't know. Nick is getting me into pinball. Based. Vega hit me up and he goes, dude, your streams, I don't know what you're doing. It's so mesmerizing. I just keep watching the pinball move around the board in the background, and it gets me like, I get like locked in. I'm just listening to everything you're saying because I'm just watching the pinball, and it's like my version of like brain rot, I guess, where it's just like you're just forced to watch me hit the ball into the pin, dude. That's how pinball works. You're hitting pins with the ball, right? That's the lore. We will watch anything based. I think next month we're gonna do a pinball stream. I'm planning on doing one before the end of July, but depending on how long it takes my computer to get here, we might be pushing that to August. That's the plan. Pinball's the new CS:GO Surf? Yeah, dude, literally. I played pinball as a child, but now I need to start my own Stern collection. Except you need to pay for it. Too. Listen, if you want a collection of Stern pinballs, just find a fucking friend who backstabs you, who often tweets about lolicon and pornography, who you could farm for content for like a couple of months while he makes like increasingly bad statements. It's so easy. You just need to find a tipster, and then soon you could have pinball machines too. Or a car. Not everyone can have a tipster. Yeah, dude, I'm not sharing mine. Fuck you. That's my tipster, okay? You know, I'll tell you, there's one thing I like about this application. If you've played this, they go on sale a lot on Pinball FX. So I recommend it. This is probably the best one on console. And if you play it, you can actually make this into a virtual table if you really wanted to, with like the Legends 4KP. But the really cool shit that you can do on this application is, sure, they have like the Mandalorian and all this stuff. These are made for PC and Xbox and PlayStation. But these ones are real. Like, these are real tables. Like, this is very similar to Stranger Things. I was playing this the other day on stream. Attack from Mars, Brian Eddy game, classic. It's like rated number 3 on Pinside or something. This and Medieval Net. Like, this is a real pinball machine. Obviously, it's still digital, and they have some effects on it and some stupid little things that you can turn off in settings. But, yeah, this is a Williams machine. It's an actual recreation of a real-life pinball machine that you might even be able to play by your house, because they recently released these as a remaster. I know that the place that I go, like 30 minutes away, the Pinball Long Island place, they have 2 of these, 2 Attack from Marses. They have Medieval Madness, they have Indiana Jones, a lot of the stuff from this game. It's all real. Do I have the X-Men one? Digital. I think I have X-Men in here. But I don't have a X-Men table. My 3 pins are Jurassic Park, Jaws, and Stranger Things. Ultimately, I think that collection will be capped out when it comes out as when Pokemon allegedly comes out. Created by Jack Danger.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
I'll show you a little bit of X-Men before I start up the next segment, because we have some Alex stuff to talk about. Okay, so I've never played this table before. It's pretty cool though. I like the Magneto, but as you can see, like, these are all a little wider to make use of the screen orientation. Oh my god, I just got owned. And they use a lot more 3D effects. Pinball FX is like surprisingly demanding though. You need like a decent graphics card to run these on PC. But they look a lot better than they do on my Xbox on PC too. So you can go a lot higher quality. They also have Pinball M, which is for like horror games because they don't want to put it in the regular pinball thing. Alright, so you're supposed to hit that lane. And presumably it will loop back. Oh my god, fuck dude, that's fast. Okay. Alright, for the person who asked about X-Men, this is X-Men. Alright, let's quickly jump over here. I do want to start playing some of these clips. Because apparently Quite went like crazy and started calling out his friend Alex, which got me pretty hyped up because if you guys don't know, Quite almost reached out to me, I think. Quite almost reached out to me during the first round of allegations, the Slazo allegations, right? Like, he'd followed me in like the peak of the allegations, and then he said nothing, and then he like silently unfollowed me. Like, I didn't reach out to him. I was waiting for him to send me a DM. He never sent it, and he just left. He was gone. So I don't know like what happened there, but now he's finally speaking out about Alex. Ironically, 5 years later. So this is his statement, which has been deleted. The videos that were sent to me are like the only 2 known copies of his actual statement. So that's fun.
I just want to make that very clear. I just want to make this very clear. This is purely fucking petty. I think it was junior or senior year. It was senior year.
Dude, there's one thing that all these stupid streamers need to stop doing, and they do this on purpose because they don't want you to talk about them. They want to be able to put up their statements and then YouTubers not make money off of it, so I have to go through like a process to edit out the stupid music. But this guy literally puts in, not like us, just so it gets claimed in the VOD, so we can't put it in our videos. So ultimately, yeah, I will have to edit this out if I plan on using it in the future.
Dating this dude, fucking give me grace. I was fucking a Discord denizen. I was this is how I know I'm Alex's bi, because I was dating a dude who just stopped talking to me, and the next time I see him, that motherfucker dating I'm Alex. God damn, hold.
That was not what I was expecting. Motherfucker just came out and be like, yeah, dude, Alex stole my boyfriend. What? It's like, oh, I've known for years this guy's a horrible fucking person, and said nothing.
The lore go deep, bro. It cuts.
Dude, there's not, like, I got a comment today. I happened to, like, flash open to see what my comments were before I started the stream when I was just floating around and you know, checking analytics, checking XYZ to see how we're doing because I hadn't posted in a day or two. And
Isn't
someone wrote to me,
Nicholas
they're like,
DeOrio guy, like one of those crypto
wow,
fascist dudes
someone's a
too?
bad abuse. Well, someone's an abuser. So let's call out all his friends because surely they must have known. There is no excuse to not know anything about this guy. There is literally no excuse. This guy accused like fucking 4 people of rape. Okay, he's like 1 for 5 or some fucking crazy metric like that. He's like literally slandered so many fucking people. Notable, like this happened very publicly. People were talking about this dude. Are you kidding me? Like, this is not out of nowhere, bro. You guys had your fucking, you drew a line in the sand when you guys started the E-Boys, Will and E. All right, and now you get to lie in your fucking bed, dude. Not my problem. It's your fault.
Deep.
Jurassic Park said he hopes Quite gets accused again. This is terrible.
You better hide a little sister from him. And you know, this was a lifelong goal of mine. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. While we hating, while we are.
Dude, exposing I'm Alex was a lifelong goal that you had to wait until his lowest moments to actually cash in. Oh god, dude, there's something really bad about these fucking all the Euro YouTubers who hang out with each other. Like this whole group of people who go to fucking Insomnia. People say that we're scumbags.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio
At
guy
least
like one of
you
those
know where you
crypto
stand
fascist
with us,
dudes too?
You know, like, yeah, I'm sure Tipster hates us, or what? Maybe Tipster's not a good example, but like, at least you know where you stand with us. These guys are all like total snakes, bro.
Hating. Peek the. You know, almost 2 million.
Dude, white kid hears about rap for like the first time. Holy shit.
Subs. Bro was 2.15 at one point. Now he's below 2.
This is what Dream sounds like in the studio.
Oh! My whole fucking career! Oh! Yeah, bro, he got shit on me! Fucking less subs, less motion, less good looks, white. Christ! Nothing! All his friends.
Wait, is he not white? Is Quite not white? Is he not white?
It's my friend! Oh!
Yeah, I'm starting to figure out why he took the stream down.
Fuck this fucking queer. Fuck him!
What?
Woo! Woo! Shoo!
This is like fucking cultural appropriation that I'm listening to right now. I don't know what to make of this. I think this clip is supposed to be more damning. It's 35 seconds, so that's how you know it's good in the Alex drama.
Fucked over every single person he's ever known. Lewis Buckin fucking bars. Lewis Buckin like fucking having a great day right now. Break. Might have burned a bridge there, but like he is a weirdo. Admitted to it. Fuck him. Fucking fuck. What happened to Lewis? DM'd a minor.
Okay, I don't know. Who's Lewis?
He'll be alright.
Wait, who's Lewis? I don't know what the fuck. Whoever clipped this stream sucks. I don't know what any of this shit is, dude. Lewis? Dude, Ray Lewis? It's insane. Yeah, I think Alex gets it. Like, he's not gonna get away with it because ultimately the retrospective YouTuber will be there. The retrospective YouTubers, the right opinions, the me's. Realistically, all Katie has. Is it Katie? Oh god, I'm totally forgetting the fucking name. Jesus, Alice. I don't know why I said Katie. All Alice has to do is just put out another statement. It'll rev up a little bit. I can't believe Alex hasn't responded to this. What drama was Katie in? My brain fart moment. Oh fuck, that's a shot in the middle. I haven't shot that once. Katie is... Oh, you know, there is drama about Katie. Katie's the George Not Found accuser. You know, she just left the internet today, right? Not today. It happened a couple days ago. I saw it. I wasn't streaming, so I didn't really have a chance to say anything. Katie Bugs left Twitter, Discord, everything. Just blew up. She's gone. Katie Bugs. Yeah. It's so over. And I don't really care. I don't think there's any value to like talk about her in any capacity anymore. That situation was total bullshit. I think like even YouTube drama subreddit is like split, like right down the middle. There's no overall consensus, chat, as to, and that's like the people you'd most expect to be anti-George, right? Bro, what is this? This is cool. Okay, I don't know what's happening because I don't have the audio on. Oh shit, that was cool. Black Lyrics just commented in my chat. Hello, Black Lyrics.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking
I guess Lyrics isn't at
fascist,
VidCon. He
dudes
can
too?
be streaming this weekend. That's new. Nick being autistic for pinball. Bro, we all got hobbies, dude. Alright? You guys like fucking OnlyFans women. Okay. I'm just gaming. I'm hitting some balls, dude. We need Linead more than ever. Bro, you guys remember Linead? With his crazy Australian girlfriend who tried to like Me Too Ricky Berwick? Dude, imagine telling people that Ricky Berwick had a power dynamic over you as he like crawls over. Like Ricky Berwick literally on his knees is like the fucking Harvey Weinstein of YouTube. That's so fucking funny.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes
He made me buy Baldur's Gate 3. No, I don't know what game it was. She's like, he made me dye my hair. Dude, and I'm remembering the Alex thing. It's like, I dyed my hair pink. Did you not know this was a fucking cry for help? Based moment. Super based. Oh, I got a ball save. Whoa. Can Ricky even physically have sex? Dude, I hate YouTube. 3 years ago, the joke was, can Ricky play video games? Because like I think he can. And then people were saying, I don't know if Ricky can play video games. Like, of course he can. Now the joke is like, can Ricky have sex? Dude, this fucking internet sucks now. I love it. He made me buy Hogwarts Legacy. Wait, why did the game end? If the ball auto-drained, why did the game end? What? It said ball is draining, and it just ended. I lost control of the flipper. Well, I didn't lose control. It disabled my flippers. Sorry to ask you this, but can you leave the VOD up for a while since I missed a lot of the stream? Yeah, I'm not going to private it till like midday tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to clip this for like 2 days, if I even do. Otherwise, I think this is just one I'm going to publish. I don't really see myself clipping any segments out of this. I'll just, because it's really just the Dr. Disrespect stream and then like a small short update on Alex. I think this one might just get republished. I also didn't say any like huge racial slurs this time, so I'll just take the copyrighted music out and then republish it in a day or two. And you should get another notification for it if you haven't already. Is anything like going on right now? I guess you guys can AMA a bit if you want to start adding me in chat and asking me questions. Orange things usually are easier to read because I'm playing some games too, so it would be helpful if you give me some stuff to respond to. Make sure, because if you at me now, I'll be able to see it better. Other than that, though, I mean, the Dr. Disrespect's the big stuff. I don't know. Can you say racial slurs to get the stream taken down? Not today. Not right now. Maybe. There's no clips of me online saying the N-word. My career is saved. You won't be able to find a single clip of me saying it. It's so over. It's basically like I never have. Are you worried about tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Talk about Poop Swatch. I don't know what Poop Swatch is. You guys are killing me right now. You guys are epic. Didn't Kendrick delist Not Like Us from copyright? No, it's now back up. Yeah, you're still getting hit for it. If Alex doesn't respond to allegations, do we just have to assume everything Alice said is true? No. I think the reasons why people are giving a lot more credibility to Alice right out of the gate is the fact that she has like hundreds and hundreds of screenshots along with like video evidence that supplements what she says in her story. But I mean, I feel like you can reasonably ask questions about the physical abuse and stuff pretty fairly. Ultimately, though, the problem with Alice and what separates her from this whole situation is that she has footage of him saying the N-word, and she has footage of him saying that he's going to beat her with a brick. Now, I don't think that those should be insta-kills to, like, her, like, to his career, but TikTok does, so that's it. I mean, that's really the easiest way to explain it. There's like a different standard set by different audiences, and the TikTok audience is not gonna fuck with that at all. What do you think of the Superman and Mr. Terrific suits? Haven't seen Mr. Terrific, but I like the Superman one. Someone tried to make like an edit on Twitter where he's not wearing like, where he doesn't have like the red, and it looked terrible. Best take on Israel versus Palestine. Yeah, so it's like a controversy.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those crypto fascist?
It's a conflict that's hundreds
too?
of thousands of miles away that has zero impact on my life, so I don't spend any time offline thinking about it, nor researching anything that's going on there. So to give an actual take would probably be pretty difficult, because I'm probably just as informed as your average Twitch streamer on the subject, so I'm not really comfortable giving that take. Is Neon Caffeine the father to Augie's newborn? I don't know. Why are you guys laughing? Augie literally had a kid. Dude, his name's Buster. What's your opinion on the new Doom game? If you could say anything other than it looks okay, your opinion is invalid. I haven't. Is there another new Doom game? Last one I saw was Eternal. Obligatory question about main channel video. July, because it's probably not going to be June. But yeah, it's going to have a sponsor, so. Will you unprivate the Tech Lead VOD? I mean, I could. I just don't think I had... The reason why I didn't publish Tech Lead as a segment is it was really useless. Like, it's not like a solid segment on anything, I guess. And I already published basically every other section from that VOD. I don't think, like, me posting a video being like, dude, check out this Tech Lead stuff, where I'm, like, not understanding what's really happening. It's not that I'm not understanding it. It's that, like, I don't think I really contributed to the discussion enough to actually call it my video. I think the video is fair use. I don't think I really should publish a video that's like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a case of like I think I freebooted something. I think it's like I don't know enough about this subject to tell my audience that this is like the story of Tech Lead. I feel like I would need to do like an entire stream deep dive going into all the crypto scam lore or something like that. With Alex, like, I mean, I have like hours and hours of shit that you can like immediately look up, but as like a new subject to talk about and jump in halfway through the story, it's really not like a viable video, I guess. It would probably be the worst video I've uploaded in the past like 3 months on here, if that makes sense. Where else are we? Obligatory next video question. We read that one already. Are you going to block up the freeways with Palestine flags? Yes. Will you donate bone marrow to Jim? Will your big boy DNA save Cancer Man? I don't think that works like that. And no, even if it did. God, I've literally... Holy shit, there's so many questions. All right. What would have happened if Alex used a cinder block instead of a brick? I think it wouldn't have hit as hard in the clip when I saw it. I think cinder blocks are soy. Bring back content condom. Should I dress up as a condom and introduce my video that way? Maybe I'll do my sponsors dressed as a Trojan Magnum condom. Did you do the Fortnite Metallica concert? No, I have not. Thoughts on the Mujahideen freedom fighters in Afghanistan? Dude, you guys are asking some real fucking fire YouTube drama questions tonight. Can I make you an internet sensation brick? I would love that. Are you hyped for Pokemon Legends ZA? Not really, considering that I just remembered when you said that it was coming out. Is there any info at all on it? other than just the announcement. I mean, like, yeah, I can't wait to play it, but I mean, if it's a Legends game that has similar mechanics to Arceus, I'm gonna be very excited. Arceus is my favorite Pokemon game in years, and I think if Pokemon Scarlet launched on the Switch too, it would be my favorite Pokemon game in years. But the performance problems with that game are, yeah, they're not easy to look past. VidCon drama predictions. I don't know. Maybe this will be the 1 year without drama, he said, knowing that something was going to happen. Tip Tent this week. I don't have any planned, but I'm sure he will say something. Watch the I'm Alex dating show, maybe. When is the next Cox album releasing? Probably never. Do you agree that Martin Scorsese is the greatest living filmmaker? You say that, but fucking the Pulp Fiction guy's still alive. Quentin Tarantino, dude. I don't think I've seen a single Quentin Tarantino movie. Dude, which Marvel movie did Martin Scorsese direct? Did he do Doctor Strange? Dude, you guys are literally asking questions faster than I can possibly, like, faster than any responses can be posted to the stupid shit that I'm saying. How does it feel to have I'm Alex already made number 2 drama? It sucks. Rank the dramas of the year so far? Ooh, good question. For me, I'm Alex is number 1 because I'm a hater. Number 2 is Tipster. Number 3 is Mama Max. Number 4 is Dr. Disrespect. Number 5 is, I'm trying to think if there's any other drama that's like sizable. If there's no other drama, then it's the Minecraft George Not Found one. I mean, it was fun for me, but it didn't seem like the audience really cared as much about that one. Let's see. John Swan coming back? Probably not. I imagine no is the answer to that one. Do you poop Max? And follow up. Will you poop Max? I mean, I haven't tried, but I'm up for new things. Surely. I've never even pooped before at all. Did you see that iNabber's ex was spurging out the past 2 days about her and her friends getting death threats? Yeah, dude. iNabber's ex is a crazy fucking schizophrenic. Listen, on the hot crazy scale, alright? I don't know. I've never in my life seen a girl drop a twit longer that has like a fucking nearly topless photo of her in it as evidence. Where nobody got hit. Like it's not like it's bruising or anything. She's just like, dude, look at my stomach, and then she like slightly puts a little black line over her tits with like full fucking everything else. That's like insane. Crazy. Did you play the Pinball M1 or System Shock? I haven't played any of the Pinball M stuff, no. I haven't installed. Actually, System Shock's on sale today if you haven't gotten it on Xbox. I think it's like usually $6.49. It's like $4.90 something now. Have you watched the I'm Alex dating show? I might watch that today. Are they in fact not like us? Yes. Do you think Tipster's in love with you? No, I think Tipster's crazy, and I think he thinks he's in like a really good situation right now, which is really funny. Rotisserie chicken, a W. I don't think I've ever even eaten rotisserie chicken, but is that like the kind of shit they sell in grocery stores? What are your thoughts on the RTU drama? That's a lot to unpack. That's a whole separate stream, probably. Rich is being accused of having a keylogger on his former employee's computer, who recently just got hacked and money like drained from his bank account. So this could be a legitimate crime. And Rich is now supposedly working with him to try to like figure it out. I guess. And people are just saying, no, it's Rich, he's lying. No, it's Rich, he's lying. So yeah, immediately this is like a huge fucking crazy drama. I think Rich has been utterly psychotic on my Twitter timeline for like the past 2 months, which really sucks because like I really liked watching Boogie and I really liked watching Rich before I was YouTubers, dude. I really liked these guys. And I even liked Rich whilst I was a YouTuber. But he is just acting fucking insane now. I don't know. I can't defend that. And I don't even want to. It's not that I want to defend it. I don't. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, Rich is like insane now, which is sad. Is the pinball game with Fallout and Skyrim in here? I'm almost positive I own those tables, but if I don't, I can tell you. That might be FX3. Can I call you Niche? No, Ambrose, you can't call me Niche. And I need to remember to unblock your account or something, or whitelist your account, but I keep forgetting. Do I have No, I have Borderlands. I think, God, there's so many that you can buy. Gearbox, that's them, right? Gearbox, no. Oh, Gearbox is that? No, okay. It must be an FX3. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see it. There's like Skyrim and stuff on FX3. Have you seen the update on the Gator situation? No, please tell me. He's like Flamenco too. Did you watch the new Red Letter Media video on Star Wars? It was excellent. Oh fuck! There's something I want. No, I didn't see that. I have to watch it. I haven't really been watching Acolyte stuff, but recently, dude. So everyone knows here probably if you've been watching Twitter. I went viral the other day for. I was on the front page of r/all for saying that the Boys season 4 was like kind of shitty. And like here's the deal. It wasn't like a full thought out tweet, and I largely still agree with it in some capacity, at least for those 3 episodes. But I was just live tweeting the episode to my timeline. I just thought maybe some people would get a kick out of this. I think it was viewed like 47 million times, and all it was just me live tweeting it and seeing things on the screen and giving like my initial take, and then like it ended up on the front page of Reddit. So I still agree with most of what I said, but I don't agree anymore with just my general consensus. And the reason why is because I thought episode 4 was back to form. I thought episode 4 was really good. I thought the twist with Firecracker was done really well. I'm not going to say what it was. I think all the Homelander stuff in that episode was really good, but even if you remove Homelander, it was still pretty good. My problem with The Boys season 4 is I think that Frenchie's story sucks. I think that there are like 12 episodes now until this show is over across this season and the next season, and we're spending time on Frenchie's boring fucking love story. Oh, because he's killed people in the past. Yeah, Frenchie should have died in season 2 or 3 at this point. I don't know why this character's still alive. Last season we had to do the stupid dance routine and watch him pining over fucking Kimiko or whatever. This super boring fucking arc about how this French character is constantly in a love fucking situation or whatever. And then they gave him a boyfriend off screen and they started it with a new guy. It's like, I don't care about Frenchie's fucking love life. The story about him fucking killing people in the past is not interesting. The Kimiko stuff in general is not really interesting. If there's only fucking 12 episodes left, I don't want to say like, oh, look at me, I'm just a snob. I think the story's bad, so the whole show is bad. They're talking about the Supes taking over the White House and killing everyone. And Frenchie's like, oh, I need to understand the fact that I used to be a killer and I need to come to terms with it. And it's like, Kimiko's like, I have wronged somebody in the past. And then it like cuts back to fucking A-Train and fucking whatever being told to like kill a guy or something. Like it's such a huge tonal shift with the actual interesting shit that's happening this fucking season. Okay? To the point where it's just like it's hard to watch. It's genuinely like I find myself fast forwarding through some of the more boring shit. See, episode 4 was good, but I don't know. Dude, your Joe Cat tweet got featured on iFunny for 0 reason? Wait, what Joe Cat tweet? Who's Joe Cat? Anyways, that was my take on it. I thought a lot of the humor kind of seems like it was lost on the show. And again, like, oh, you just found out the show was political. Did you just realize they were making fun of you? No, dumbass. They had a character named Stormfront who was a fucking Nazi. And they're like, well, a lot of the conservative viewers didn't know that back then. They had a picture of her with Hitler. Fuck you. You're like rewriting history here. Anytime someone says the show was written a little bit worse than it was 3 years ago, or a lot of it worse, in some cases, they're like, wow, Chud, you just found out you're getting made fun of.
Crypto fascist
And look, I was looking for a video that agreed with me because I was annoyed about this whole situation. You ever been in a situation like, I just want to find a video that agrees with me? And I found Critical Drinker. And I usually like Drinker stuff. But Drinker released a whole video about how the boys ruined their show and that they've chased away all their fans. And then he admitted at the end he hadn't watched a single episode. Why? What do you, like... Don't you think that kind of ruins it a little bit? Don't you think that's a little like you didn't watch the show? Fuck do I care what you think about it? I'm sorry. Like, look, I would love nothing more than to agree with somebody who seemingly agrees with my position on the show. But he didn't watch it, so I'm not really interested in what he has to say. And people aren't even saying that. Like, they're like, you just found out this show was political? Wow, Sean, you just realized they were making fun of you. It's like, that's not even why this video is stupid. I don't know. But I thought episode 4 was good. That was interesting. And I made a joke recently. I'm like, dude, this is what The Boys feels like when I'm watching it. Let me see this. This is good. This is a good one. Did you guys see the new conservative TV show on X? Do you guys want to watch this? This is the new conservative hit TV show on X. It's such a visionary view. Alright? I don't even know what that means. I'm creating words right now. It's so good, dude. It's such a high quality piece of art. The fucking conservative comedy show. The South Park version. Unironically though, I'm joking. Obviously, The Boys is a way better show than this, but this is what it feels like when you get to some of the political dialogue. This is the level of throwing it in your face.
What's that?
Progress. It's the new norm.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
I'm the old norm. I want normal beer.
Warning.
This is like, you would think this is made as like a joke about conservatives. That's how subtle it is. It's like insane.
Perimeter reached.
Ugh. It's your fault I got house arrest.
You're the one who threatened the school board.
I gently suggested
Yelled.
they stop brainwashing my daughter that girls aren't girls and men aren't men.
Sometimes they're neither, or both, or furry and dressed like dogs.
Ow! Janice.
Why does this show have a laugh track? What is happening? And I think Elon Musk is like selling this. Like, this is a big thing, dude. There's a laugh track, killing myself. This feels like a fucking joke. Like, this really feels like a show like leftists making fun of conservatives, but it's actually made by conservatives.
What's that?
Warning, offensive.
Actually, that is one of my pronouns.
Oh, God. Look, again, I'm not saying The Boys is better. I'm sorry, is worse than this show. The Boys is not worse than this show. But in some of the scenes where they're talking about fucking Gamergate, okay, that it feels like this.
Also, they, them, and me.
You're non-binary?
How do you know that word?
I learned it in school.
That's why I'm locked up.
And that's like the punchline. You're supposed to laugh there. They put like a laugh track to know, like, that's when you're supposed to laugh.
Norm, the judge agreed to conditional parole.
What condition?
Where's my room?
That's
You're
staying here?
Chaz is part of a new government program.
To re-educate homophobic, transphobic, racist...
Charlie, finally, someone normal.
I don't understand.
Dude, he's like, black person,
You're black.
Did that just Black Whisper?
You're his friend?
And boss. Speaking of, when you coming back to the trophy shop?
As soon as I get rid of this, which means I gotta take in that?
Oh, God. Do you guys think this is funny? Do you guys think this show is good? Are you guys gonna be watching every episode of this? It's only on X. You can only watch it there. Do you guys want, dude, dude, honestly, bro, if people say this show is bad, just tell them their media literacy is lacking. Wait, you just realized that they're making fun of you, libtard? Media literacy, you guys have bought into the joke. That's the only way. Media literacy, guys.
Offensive.
Chaz is here to re-educate Norm.
In non-bonery studies.
You get it? Because non-bonery is like a joke about penises, and it's playing off the term non-binary, which is a gender. That I faked on a forum.
I'm allergic to dogs.
It's okay. Billy is an emotional support dog and non-binary.
Now laugh. The dog's non-binary. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, okay then. Good dog.
I come here to get away from woke.
Trouble at home?
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy
my
like
boy,
one of those fucking
or whatever
crypto
it calls
fascist dudes
themselves
too?
now, is
My boy, or whatever it calls themselves now.
thinking about transition.
Dude, this is just...
Reggie?
Try Regina.
Transitioning to what?
Another fumble.
Transitioning to what?
Hopefully not a Jets fan.
Hey, pronoun. This bud's for you.
I can't drink. I'm not 21.
Y'all influenced my boy to cut off his junk, but draw the line at beer?
Okay, I can't watch any more of this. Just to be clear, I can't do it. Dude, that's what I hear when I watch The Boys. That's it. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what The Boys sounds like to me, chat. I can't do it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Please don't. Oh God, no, I'm not doing it. Did he die? Yes, he was killed by cringe. Where was the tweet that got me in trouble? It was unironically some mouthy Buddha tier shit. Where's the clip? Yeah, listen to this.
So please join me in welcoming author, filmmaker, political activist.
Oh. Look at the good. Oopsie.
So please join me in welcoming author, filmmaker, political activist, commentator, and a leading voice of the alt-soup movement.
The alt-soup movement.
And a leading voice of the alt-soup movement on YouTube.
On YouTube, the leading voice of the alt-soup movement on YouTube, and then out comes just pearly things.
Firecracker!
Howdy there, truth seekers! Homelander himself said Starlight traffics kids. And
Starlight traffics kids.
her
Yep. There we
Starlighters
go.
just murdered 3 of our brothers yesterday to cover it up. They're killing us. Wake up! Over the next 2 hours, I will prove that Starlight works with Oprah and Tom Hanks to set up a satanic...
There actually is like some stupid fucking schizophrenic mouthy Buddha tier shit about fucking Oprah and Tom Hanks. I think, didn't mouthy Buddha himself make like a Tom Hanks pedo-gate video? Like, isn't that that's like an actual conspiracy? They're not even making a joke. That's like a schizo like thing.
Satanic home delivery service. An order
Satanic
of a hot
home
dog
deli-
gets you a boy, a taco, a girl, a combo gets you a child they forced to have trans surgery, and a soda gets you a shot of adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
We all know that Oprah has been under house arrest ever since
This show is literally Reddit. Yeah.
she sat down with Harry and that monarchy fucker Meghan Markle.
Megan, like they're just name dropping people from schizo conspiracy theories.
For those who say that the evidence against Tom Hanks is less clear cut, well, that's because the brave whistleblower who was gonna blow Forrest Gump's pedo ring wide open fell off a bridge before he got the chance.
Reggie,
If you add up all
you
of
ain't
the
leaving my
letters
sight.
of all of the Tom Hanks movies, you get 311, which is the police code for child porn.
Ugh. I'm not. Obviously, I'm joking when I'm comparing it to the other show, but some of this is just like. It's not even like a joke anymore. It's just bad. It's just bad writing. I don't know. Like, this guy. It sounds like a Redditor took over the fucking script writing for the season. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's just cringe. You know what? Here's another example. There was another point after this where they used the term clover gender. Do you guys know what clover gender is? You might remember this term from like 7 or 8 years ago that was like nichely used from 4chan. It was like a belief that people were making a sexuality for pedophiles, like pedo gender. They were calling it clover gender. And that made like an appearance in this episode as well. Yeah. That was just, it was like a niche 4chan reference from 10 years ago. I would be lying if I didn't blame Oprah for most of my problems. True. What else we got here? Was Doc's incident really that bad? Was that big of a deal with Twitch? I don't know if the bathroom incident was a big deal, but I have to imagine it might have been. That put them in a real bad light. Like, you just can't fucking film in the bathroom. But I mean, the leaked email says that, and the leaked email is probably not real, so I wouldn't go by it. Have you seen an update? I've already read that one. Dreykus or Adesanya? I want Izzy to come back and win again, but I feel like he won't. Where do I watch the video reacting to Mizkif's stream where he cries and then you start yelling at him? It's really funny. I don't remember that. If you give me some more context, maybe I could help you. I might have it privated on my other channel that I could public. Do you consider yourself terminally online? Yeah, sure. I think the difference between like a YouTuber and like a schizophrenic Redditor is like super thin. It's being able to be financially fucking benefited by the time that you're wasting online. If I did all this for free, I'd be crazy. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? I don't necessarily, like, as much as I'm like saying that, I don't really anymore. Because I don't often know all the answers to all the new stories. I don't find myself covering stuff for days on end the same way that I used to, where I was basically knowledgeable at every single thing before I even got on stream. The reality of the situation is, and I'll be totally upfront about it, people wanted me back. They wanted me to come back. They wanted me to make videos. They wanted me to stream more. They wanted me to be more active. And I was, after I took basically a 2-year hiatus of very minimal stuff. Because it kind of stopped being fun for me after I was starting to do some of those longer Twitch stream things, and it became a lot more work, and I wasn't really enjoying it as much, right? I wasn't having a fantastic time anymore doing it every single fucking day. And it burned me out to a point where I needed to take a lot of time off to come back. And I'm not burned out anymore. I'm having fun, but like, I'm also fucking 27 years old now, and I'm not 21, 22, 23 anymore, where I'm like super hyped up about every single form of gossip and stuff. There are some stories I've been really passionate about because I have like prior interactions with these people. I'm Alex gets me like hyped up to make content. Tipster gets me hyped up to make content. Mama Max was annoying for me, and that was like legitimate like annoyance, anger, emotion. So that got me pretty hyped up. But around general stories, I don't really care as much. The trade-off for me coming back is that I'm going to probably, like, I'm not doing what I used to do where it's like, oh, if I have a really cool copywritten song, I'll put it in my video anyway because I care more about making the content than I do about making like money or any of this stuff. Basically, the trade-off is I'm fucking 27 years old. If I'm dedicating a large portion of my time doing this stuff and researching all this shit and interacting with all these big YouTubers and fucking cleaning up people's bad storytelling and bad fucking arguments, I'm gonna be fucking paid for it. So that's definitely a bigger factor now more than ever than it was for me this year. And ultimately, I wouldn't stop doing content if, like, let's say tomorrow my viewership declined to the point where I'm like not doing well at all. But realistically, like, I'm looking to take sponsors, I'm looking to make fucking content, I'm looking to clip stuff and put it up. I'm probably not going to sit on a yellow VOD for something that I know is going to get 100,000 views. I'll probably cut it and re-upload it and make you wait a day. But yeah, that's the trade-off. You want me back, I'm back, but I'm fucking making money. And by the way, that's in large part thanks to you guys. You guys are fucking super generous on streams and shit. Though, after I said all of that, I do request that fund some of the smaller guys, because, I don't know, a lot of them complain and shit when I take over the fucking views for the night. There's, like, nowhere to go or whatever, and I kind of, like, suck the air out of the room. That definitely won't be a problem for long, but I know other people don't stream when I stream or something. Support smaller guys, support Now Recording, support Queeman, support Xylee. Support those guys. JStalk too, especially JStalk. He's been banned on every social media site. Because I'm doing just fine. I got a job. You guys can @ me in chat if you really want me to read something. You don't have to pay me to do it. And in fact, I'll probably answer you quicker if you just @ me in chat. Never need you guys to feel forced to donate or become a member or anything like that. Yeah, I appreciate everything you guys do, but make sure the other guys are getting some love too. Because yeah, it's good to have a community around that does this stuff. What is next? Nick, are you going to block the freeways with Palestinian flags? No. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I gotta save them, dude. You gotta save them all. You're kind of into Dragon Ball. Have you seen anything about Sparking Zero? Oh my god, that game looks so fucking good. I can't wait to play it. I'm gonna buy 3 copies, 1 for PlayStation, 1 for Xbox, and then 1 for digital download. I'm so fucking ready for that game, bro. I played the shit out of that when I was younger. Tenkaichi and Budokai in general was a really good trilogy. Bro, they need Budokai 4 next. Alright, is Black Lyrics is Augie's brother-in-law? True, yes. What would Ultimate Rape Review Pinball look like? No guns on the side of it. No guns on the side of it. It needs to be PG until the game starts. What is Augie's opinion going on? I can't tell you any of that stuff. Gotta wait for him to tell you himself. Oh, fuck, Nate. Thank you so much. Appreciate the content, bro. Thanks, man. Edit. I was typing before you started your spiel. Jesus fuck, dude. That was so generous of you. Thank you. Oh, man. That's fucking funny. Let me sprint through. That's going to play in a second anyway on screen, so just be ready. Opinion of... I already read that one. Thoughts on Russia versus... Wait, Russia, US, and Canada conflict happening off of Florida. I don't know anything about that. That actually affects me. I should probably Google
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist
James the
dudes
Frog,
too?
thank you. Oh fuck, it just went all the way down. I just lost so many fucking comments. Even as a conservative, this is cringe. I assume it's hey. Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here? I feel like every time I play
Appreciate
that,
the content, bro.
like, everything
Thanks, man.
It feels
Edit.
like a meltdown.
Was typing before you started you spiel. Lol.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Thank you. What's happening right now? Yeah, there's no way they're gonna... I'm looking at the Rangers stuff right now. Someone was mentioning the Rangers. This is gonna be a crazy offseason. I don't know what they're gonna do. If they can move Trouba, they got a lot of room. I have such a crush on you, plus this show is mad gay. Thank you, Andy Zucchini. Hand, thoughts on the new Mario and Luigi game? I haven't seen any gameplay on it. I own all the ones for 3DS, and I've played those. I think there was a couple on original DS as well. Maybe Game Boy. It's nice to see a classic series get a new installment. I'm going to buy it, but I don't know when I'm going to get around to playing it. Hey, pronoun sounds like something Tommy C would unironically say. Dude, unironically, some of that humor is right up Tommy's alley. He might hit me up and be like, Nick, this show is really fucking good. What do you do for a normie job? Unfortunately, Learn, I don't really want to give any reason on that one. Stan Marsh 456. Chud made you come back. Yeah, Chud kept bullying me until I made content, and then I posted a video. Teddy, I wanted you back because you're my favorite conservative YouTuber. Thanks, Teddy. Thank you. What's more likely to happen? Another half-baked or another baited episode? Probably half-baked. I don't think... Clown straight up said, because of the pyro shit. No more. This was a one-time thing. I had known that for a while as to why they weren't interacting together. You're more likely to hear Clown in my tipster video. Are you draft watching Friday? Not really. I'm gonna just hear about it on Twitter. I got Molly Walker and Vince on Twitter fucking updating me on what the Rangers are doing. Can you give a big FU to Chud's Discord? They need some love. Dude, shout out to my homies in the spicy chat. Get me blackballed from DGG, why don't you? For asking that. How can we date sincerely? We probably can't, so I'm sorry to tell you that. Take on the Stanley Cup Finals. If you said anything yet, I wasn't here for it. That was a fucking good comeback, I guess. I think Edmonton showed up for those 3 games or whatever, really broke through, and they were one goal away from making a crazy overtime. Like, I didn't care who won that game. Obviously, I don't have any. I mean, I was happy for Tarasenko and Mikkola, former Rangers, for the previous season, right? But I don't fucking know. I didn't really care who won it. I wanted to see a nice big overtime Game 7 winner. That would have been fucking hype as hell. Thoughts on the last Smiling Friends episode? I thought that was one of the weaker ones. I didn't really... all right, listen. Season 2, way better than Season 1. Had some real banger episodes. That episode would have been right up there with the top episodes of Season 1.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those
there was a lot of better stuff in the last episode.
Dude?
I remember Vega talking about Half-Baked, about liking Dr. Disrespect, his thoughts on the new situation. I gotta ask him that. I'll get back to you on that one. I imagine it's probably similar to mine. When are you showing up on EFAP, The Boys Takedown, or the EDP documentary? Anytime EFAP wants me, I'm there. That was a real fun. After I said I'm only doing stuff for money, lol, I would love to just sit on a stream for 10 hours talking about something. For some fucking reason, I had a ton of fun doing that last time. Maybe it's because like I'm talking to people I don't usually talk to, but I have nothing but positive stuff to say about Mauler and EFAP. One of the few YouTubers I actually watch in my spare time nowadays. I watch a lot of movie-based content and stuff. And Pinball. What do you think about Pokemon Pinball? A lot of the old heads don't want this theme. I want this theme a lot because I'm fucking 27 years old. And I think that Pokemon Pinball will literally blow up will literally blow up Pinball. I really do. I think Pinball will have a fucking resurgence the way that Godzilla gave it one in Godzilla is the highest selling pinball machine of all time. It's only been out since 2021. It's rated by most people as the best machine of all time. Jack Danger, the YouTuber, is going to be allegedly designing Pokemon, if true, based off my distributor's words and other people flipping out pinball. Anyways, if Pokemon comes out, it's coming out in new hardware. So they're basically making like a PS5 type revision. I'm not saying it's going to be as powerful as a PS5, but they're working on this insider connected stuff. What I'm saying is, it's theoretically possible that this pinball machine is going to link in some way with Pokemon Go or the games. I don't know that for a fact. That's speculation on my part. But what I was told is that they're building out this Spike 3 system with this game in mind. And if that's the case, any gimmick they do, if they put a card dispenser that has like a chance of dropping a rare card in the machine, or if they have some sort of video game connectivity or both, this game's immediately a collector's item. The LEs, there's only 500 of them coming to the States. You're going to have a real hard time pre-ordering one of those for $13,000. And I tell you, I will be there. Okay? I'm on a list. My distributor has a list saying if this gets announced, Nick's fucking there. Nick wants one. Okay? That's the reality situation. If this game has connectivity with all this stuff, people will flock to this machine. Pinball will end up in locations that have never had pinball in it before. It'll be in like more age-appropriate locations and stuff like that. It's not fucking Jaws. It's not fucking Godzilla. It's not fucking... Well, I guess Godzilla still could be a kid's thing. It's not fucking... What is some
Isn't
of the
this
other ones
Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of
Foo
those
Fighters? This is something that's literally approachable by anybody from like fucking 10 years, like 8 years old. Or, like if you could see over the machine to like your 50s or whatever, to your like Dead on Dave types, you know what I mean? And like you got adults playing Pokemon Go now. If you don't know, pinball is actually not a huge thing in Japan. They have those the gambling machines and shit. This could literally bring pinball into fucking like the eastern countries. So that would be fucking crazy as well. I literally think Pokemon would be a huge game for Stern if they nailed that license and they did it well. And if Jack Danger makes a pretty solid fucking playfield, I think that game is going to make pinball bigger, like way bigger. I think it's going to open it up to people my age, who aren't just into Jurassic Park or The Mandalorian. Yeah. So that's Nick's about to break his edge streak. Let me keep going. What else we got here? Oh my god, it just fucking did it again. It jumped again. Holy shit. Okay, can you really say if Augie's alive or not? He's pregnant. I mean, he had a kid. Yeah, he's alive. Will you get blacked live? Probably not, no. What do you think of the Cuck Star allegations? Is Keem a cuck now? Oh, the Bo Blacks ones? Yeah, I thought that whole situation was stupid. I think I told Josh that on Twitter, though, so it's not really a surprise. Obviously, I don't think Keem is a cuck, because he had, like, two girls, like, one kissing the other girl's ass on his fucking porch. That's a little crazy. But a little trashy. Not sorry if you. I'm sorry if you talk about it. Who is Lily Orchard? I hear that name being tossed around a lot. I don't remember. I know the name. Me too. What did she do? Lily Orchard, pair of hobbyist writers. She's right and wrong. Potential. She's a potentially blank video essayist. Lily Orchard? What did she do? I don't remember what she did. I'm sorry. That was a shitty answer on my part. Let's see what else we got here. Thoughts on the Adobe drama with their changes in the TOS? I'm asking since you use Premiere Pro. I don't really know about that either. I'm like super useless today on all these fucking questions. Holy shit. My knowledge is that they made a really predatory, a real predatory system to cancel, I guess. I don't know, bro. I've been on a student discount even though I'm not in fucking school at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. I just let it fucking every single year. I just let it go. It just charges me. Unironically, you should go play Pizza Tower. It's really fun. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't really know what that is, but I'll look it up. Anything to say for Pride Month or men's mental health? Not really. There's enough people on Twitter talking about both of those topics. Do not kill yourself. I think that covers both bases. Love yourself now, but really do. Yeah. What's your Fortnite creator code? Code DeOrio in the item shop. I think it's all caps, but I'm not sure if capitalization matters. Let me see. Ever given thoughts to your 2023 the 2023 technical stream on you? No. None of my opinions changed on that, and I've never even watched the stream. Is your normie job being a gigolo? Yes. Did you watch Academics' Cope video watching the Kendrick concert? No, but I know what I'll be doing tonight. What's your favorite pasta shape? Is it bow tie or rigatoni or fettuccine? It's probably fettuccine. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite one would be. I like a linguine or whatever, you know. There's just so many fucking rigatoni. In your opinion, how has Pyrocynical not been seriously canceled through the AR situation, the Ivory situation? So the AR situation is super up in the air. Whether he knew or not is literally just debatable. So I'm not surprised he's not canceled from the AR situation. AR is the one that should be canceled from the AR situation. Pyro, it would just be nice if he told us something about it. Yeah. Ivory, I mean, I think he got hit really hard, and then the stuff that he did do looked a little bit not as bad. Realistically, though, I don't know. I'd have to look back at all that stuff. There's just so much shit about Pyro that's like complete bullshit that I don't even remember what the real shit was anymore. Like if you ask me right now how old the French girl was and how old he was, I don't even know if I know the answer. Because there was so much misinformation about it. What's the issue with Colossal and Pyro? Oh, they're friends. Yeah. I'm a trucker, and I heard the rumor. I think it would be hilarious. What kind of music artists do you like, and what genre speaks to you? I like hip hop. I used to be a big Eminem fan, and then I realized I'm like the whitest person ever. Holy fuck. I like G-Unit, 50 Cent. I listen to a bit of Drake. Which is kind of not a thing now anymore. Oh, God. Tipster just retweeted a gay fesh post about the quartering, and it's just like all the worst people are fighting with each other. Yeah. I don't know. What have I been listening to? I really like J. Cole, too. I was a big J. Cole fan. But, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like whatever rap happened after 2015. A lot of that stuff doesn't really appeal to me. You know? I liked, I thought 2014 Forest Hills Drive was a no-skip album. And I haven't liked a single thing that guy has made since. Like, a lot. Like, I don't think I've sat there and been like, damn, this album's fucking good. I was like, I think 2014 Forest Hills Drive is great. I thought Born Sinner was a bit of a step back off Cold World. I'd say that's like a fucking, I give that a Fantano 7. I thought fucking 2014 was a fucking 10. I thought Cold World was like a 8 or a 9. All right. And I think everything else he's made is like a fucking 2. I have not like, dude, I feel like a lot of rap these days are like just overproduced fucking projects. I'm not listening to the fucking Big Steppers. I didn't even like Damn. I felt like Damn's shit was overproduced. You know, nothing feels as overproduced as Dr. Dre's Compton album, where his voice sounded like he was running 17 different audio effects on it, to the point where I didn't realize it was Dr. Dre the first time I listened to it. Go back and listen to like Dr. Dre's leaks from like 2 years prior, where he's got like a super deep voice or whatever, and it's clear. And then listen to Compton. It just sounds like he's running his shit through like 500 filters. I don't know. Grippy, dude. Grippy's my favorite song. You're right. I don't know why I explained all that. Grippy came out. That's the best song ever. What was it with Drake and Kendrick Drake and J. Cole dropping the 2 cringiest songs ever after they got fucking owned? Annihilated, in fact. What kind of music genre you got? I already read that one. Ever thought of making movie review type content? I did one review type thing. I did 13 Reasons Why. I think if I ever got super bored, I would try to pivot that direction, but who knows if I'd even like it anymore. I want to separate what I watch typically with what I like doing, so I don't think I want to ever make movie content or game review content or anything like that. I kind of just want to watch Carl Jobst and Mahler and have fun, I guess. I want to kind of separate myself. Like, if I'm going to cover... Because I really like drama. I don't want to come off like I don't like drama or whatever, and I would really love to make this. No, I like drama. I have fun covering drama. I like doing these streams. I wouldn't change what I'm doing for anything in the world. Okay, this is what I wanted from the beginning. This is what I got, and I'm having a good fucking time while I do it. That being said, though, I don't watch it like in my spare time anymore. I feel like when you ever like, I don't play Fortnite offline anymore either. I could just play it while I'm live. I don't talk about drama in fucking Discord as much as I used to. I can just chat with you guys. It just feels like all the time I spent liking drama privately just left me with no streams or videos, because I would just sit there all day and cover stories for people on Twitter, and it would just be my Twitter, which it still is. My Twitter's still popping. You're gonna get your news from there 9 times out of 10. But like, I just go live and I talk to you guys about it now. So I'll sit here for like 4 hours and we'll talk about drama, and I have fun doing that. It's just like when I'm not on stream, I'm doing shit that I couldn't be doing on stream, I guess. I'm watching shit that I can't. Dude was on the GBA. If you could say why hasn't Big B been active? He's just been working. I don't know. I've spoke to him recently. He's doing really good. What is your tips for poop maxing? You have to be like on a good Mew streak. That makes it better. What's your favorite Pokemon starter? I mean, it's basic, but Charmander has to be it.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
I love Torchic because Blaziken's an awesome fucking upgrade in Gen 3 is my favorite Pokemon generation. That's probably the hot take, I guess. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, some of my favorite games ever. I have like a sealed copy I have 2 sealed copies of each. I'm hoarding copies of those games. I probably will never sell them. The next Pokemon game will probably have a pinball minigame integrated into like the casino. I'd love that. Because Pokemon Pinball is a classic game. You think that iDubbbz wouldn't have faced as much backlash if he changed the name of his channel? No, he would have. Oh yeah. Oh, he would have. Is there any room for a podcast or something with you and Chud? Problem is time zones. Chud Logic streams while I'm working most of the time. If I'm off, I try to call into the show. I don't know. It's just time zones. I would love to do anything with Chud. Anything with Chud is fun. One thing I like about Chud Logic is that he feels the need to challenge me every time I go on. When I talk to Augie or Tom, it's always lax. When I call him the Chud, I know he's going to start asking me a hard question every single time I go on there. And he feels the need like he has to because he thinks that'll make the content better and stuff. I think that's the kind of thing I got from talking to him, but I like it. I like being on my toes a little bit. He's going to ask me something that's going to make me uncomfortable. So I would like to, it would be cool to do a show with him. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, bro. It literally just keeps fucking refreshing my page. When will you get your Fortnite skin, dude? Never. Did Polis knock up Augie? Yes. Let's see. What else do we got here? Do you think Amazon will close Twitch? No. Can you post the link to your recent stream with Chud? I think he's posted the VOD somewhere. I haven't seen it. I might tweet it out on my look at my private. I might tweet it out after. You like coffee or tea? Neither, but if I had to pick, coffee. Let me see. Did you hear 50 Cent's making a documentary about P. Diddy? Great. Are you saying Fack is not the best Eminem song? No, it is. What hip-hop albums would you recommend? I'm mostly a metal fan, but I always like to expand. This is going to be super basic as fuck, dude. Holy shit. Do not get your opinions from me. Get Rich or Die Trying, Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, Good Kids, Mad City, the fucking album by Lil Uzi Vert. What was the first album that I heard from him? What album am I thinking of? Love is Rage 2. Love is Rage 2 I would listen to. If you want to listen, I'd say more modern, but that's years old at this point. Kanan Tape from 50s, recent 50, that's good. Albums. I'm gonna get hate for this. If You're Reading This Is Too Late by Drake. Great album. Have you heard Houdini? Yes, I really liked it. It's actually a Fortnite emote now. Have you ever watched Hellsing Abridged? You remind me of the mayor saying, I love war. I've not watched that. The only abridged I've seen is Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh! You should listen to ETA by Dr. Dre. It's the best song in recent memory, but it's like 90s G-Funk in the 2020s. That's cool. I'll check that out. You hear the Cody Co stuff yet? Yeah, that's been going on for a while. I don't know why people are just posting about Tana now. Tana Cody Co stuff is like 6 months old. Where else are we? Bathwater when? I'm gonna sell my pee first. You think Rich hacked into Jay's bank account? It's too early to say, but fuck me. I would be surprised a year ago. I wouldn't be as surprised right now. He's like unhinged, deranged at the moment. East Coast and UK isn't the worst if you save it for the weekend. Yeah, we would literally have to record every Saturday or Sunday. Horus was your favorite even without the Battle Frontier? I think it's my favorite modern game. I'm picking Emerald. Oh man, no, Emerald is my favorite Pokemon game. Pokemon Emerald is my #1 game. Easily. I didn't even play Red until like the last couple of years. What's your go-to cigar? I mean, that's a bad question. I've only been, not a bad question, it's a bad question for me. Reasonably, we just have like a fucking cigar pod or whatever where we just put random shit in it. So I don't even know what I'm smoking half the time. We just have like a fucking big ass thing of cigars, so I don't know. I only started smoking cigars I think 2 years ago, and I only smoke them in the summer, so I won't smoke any cigars after, once it gets a little cooler out, until like the next year. Then I'll smoke them a bunch because it's just chill, fun to do, sit outside, put my feet in the water, fucking smoke a cigar, drink some fucking Irish whiskey, eh? When's the IRL pinball stream? Probably next week. Ruin Leon, hello. Nicholas and Uzi. That's a cookout invitation. Based. Dude, my buddy had like the loudest fucking speaker setup. He got like the biggest subwoofer or whatever. My buddy, actually I probably shouldn't say his name. And he would just blast Fetty Wap and Lil Uzi Vert like every single day. Do you think Doc was talking to the girl on Discord as well, and that's why he was banned? Maybe. unless like Twitch decided like, hey, you can just, well, if he was talking to the girl on Discord, that could open it for being like worse, I think. Advice for finding a girlfriend: don't look at my chat. Tana is the furthest thing from a reliable narrator, and Cody probably knows that. Yeah. Cigar sponsorship went, but that doesn't mean like you can discount everything someone says just because, I mean, Tana's a bit of a fucking idiot. You listen to any Wu-Tang? Not really. I should though. Cigar sponsorship. Maybe I'll talk to my people about the cigar thing. When's your Tony Soprano arc? Yo, this is gonna be nuclear, but I haven't seen the show. I keep meaning to sit down and watch it. But I mean, that's not super surprising if you know me. I just watched Breaking Bad last year. When I was in the thing with, when I was in the beef with Dream, I was like, who's this black guy? And my name attached to it. And they're like, that's not a black guy. That's Gus Fring. And I'm like, who the fuck is Gus Fring? Like, I'd just seen Breaking Bad last year. I was planning on coming back, and then I binged all of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul at the end of last year. What breed are your dogs? One of them I have no fucking idea. He's a rescue. The other one, well, he's a poodle mix, I guess. Then I have a cockapoo, and I don't know what Sophie is. Sophie's just this fucking white and black thing. It's cool. It's a cool dog. Don't know which ones, but Romeo and Juliet has some spicy cigars. It pairs well with cream soda. Ooh, okay. Advice on never getting a girlfriend? Yeah, hang out in the chat. Have you heard the new Eminem song? Yes, I thought it was pretty good. I've heard the AI versions where they made him old Eminem. That was funny. If you want to get more hip-hop from the 2010 era, check out Nothing Is the Same or Take Care. Nothing Was the Same. I just did not like that album. I like Pound Cake featuring Jay-Z. Dude, Drake, for me, I wasn't in on Drake until If You're Reading This It's Too Late, which is ironically the album he didn't write. But dude, every song off that. I literally liked that album so much. One of the only concerts I've ever been to was at Madison Square Garden, the Summer 16 tour. I got fucking Chase Bridge seats. And I was listening to, dude, Summer 16 Drake was fucking fire. This is post back-to-back, just coming out and just playing the song over and over again at fucking concerts. So good. Advice for finding a boyfriend. Tipster stream chat. If you've heard about Destroy All Lonely Allegations, Destroy All Lonely Allegations? Time for URL, fight for New York. Huh, I don't know what you're talking about. What would you suggest for a streaming setup? Get a computer that's decent and a capture card, because I like streaming console games. I do not like tabbing out. I like being able to just have full control over my Xbox at any given moment, whilst I have other monitors on screen. I'm apparently unique in that everyone else is just like loves tabbing out to talk to chat or get on stuff. Realistically, you should just be window capturing and having a fucking thing off to the side. It's a multi-stream setup for cheap, even though I could literally afford a multi-stream setup. I just like having an Xbox that plays games exactly the way I want them to, or a PS5 at will that I can just instantly put on the screen. That's definitely my go-to. Now for a microphone, Shure SM7B never fails, even though there are some better options now. I recommend not getting a Blue Yeti, and if you watch my old videos, my voice hasn't changed. My microphone has, and it's a big difference. So I would absolutely not recommend a Blue Yeti or a Blue Snowball or any of that other stuff, even though the Blue Yeti might be coming back for the fucking basement arcade streams soon. If you need a webcam, there's like some pretty solid Sony cameras that you can get that I've seen. I'm considering getting like a $600 camera for this fucking pinball setup that I'll use for filming sponsor spots for the actual channel. I don't know if that's in everyone's budget, but I do know webcams are a lot better than they were 5 years ago, and this Logitech one that I have is actually fucking pretty okay. I have no complaints about this Logitech webcam. It's currently my main webcam for my YouTube stuff, and I haven't even had to use it yet. I only really use it when we're doing like panel streams and stuff. But it looks fine. The new current webcams are not as shit as they were 5 years ago, so you really can get away with like a decent $80 webcam and start off for... Again, you're not looking to make your best possible streaming setup for your first live stream. You're gonna obviously put in some money early, put in like $300 or whatever. Granted, you already have a functioning computer to get your capture card potentially, or your microphone. One thing that you haven't even probably considered is lights. You need to put some lights so your face looks like you're like visible and you're not just sitting in a dark room, or a potentially light room with bad lighting. My room right now has one light. It is on the ceiling. It is not a good lighting room, so I have to have lights in my face when I stream. and it's annoying and it's hot and I don't like it. I probably need to get new lighting. That would be more ideal for my setup. But yeah, I tell this to everybody when they're saying, what do I do when I start YouTube? Assume that whatever you create is going to be the worst stuff you've ever made in your life. And it's only up from there. And at that point, you should try to build passion for it and learn as you go. Because that's the truth. Even if you spend 6 years crafting your first video, it's still going to be the worst thing you've ever made by the time all said and done. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because you don't know how to work that algorithm. You can hear people tell you how. You don't know how to make the video. You have to learn what works for you. Or steal. Like all the plagiarizing channels. Pre-built PC or build a PC? I pre-build, but I think that if you want to save money,
Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those
pre-build it if you can.
Fascist dudes too?
I'm a woman, so maybe I have different tastes, but I also enjoy a nice summer cigar with a drink. That's pretty based. I love a Macanudo. Cool. Did you see the Silent Hill remake trailers? Personally, I feel disappointed. I'm going to pick it up because I haven't played the original, but I imagine if you're an original fan, you're probably hating it. Here's an album recommendation. Wu-Tang Clan The Future. You listen to Supreme Clientele and Only Built for Cuban Lynxes. Okay. What is your opinion on Take Care? I think it's probably Drake's second best album. You could be Mudo with no lighting at all. Yeah, I guess. Any advice with staying consistent and dieting? Eat as much when you want, whenever you want. Order Uber Eats. It's the healthiest way to have a meal. I'm about to fight Mahong to use the DLC. Any advice? Is that Elden Ring? Elden Ring's too easy, bro. I'm so good at that game. I've never played it. Have you watched the new South Park seasons on the special episodes? Yeah, I'm actually caught up on South Park. I thought South Park has been awesome recently. I think South Park continues to get better since the PC Principal season. It's just been on an upward trajectory. I really liked their COVID stuff. I loved seeing like the future stuff that they were doing. I think the only one I didn't like was the PP special, the one where it's like, oh, it's the streaming wars. It's the Mr. PP streaming wars. I didn't really like that one. You ever watch the show called The Bear? It's a drama. It's a chef drama on the surface, but very fun. Huh? No, I have not. I may need to check that out. I have a hacked Fire Stick, so if I really need to, I can watch anything. In fact, Mudahar recently played Silent Hill in the old one. He was blown away. He liked it a lot. Maybe I'll check the original out. What's the worst fan community you've seen? Besides the Smash community? I mean, it feels like it's a cop-out to say, like, furries. What's the worst fan community? I mean, The Boys is the most annoying one right now. Yeah, you're media illiterate. You're media illiterate. Ah! Rick and Morty was pretty bad for a while. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost 45 years old. I bought Only Built for Cuban Links about a year ago after it came out. One of the most influential and important hip-hop albums ever. Okay, I will check that out. You ever watch House MD? No. My parents are watching it right now, actually. I've seen clips of it all over YouTube Shorts, but how's your night been going? Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Okami-chan. Can you do a Mr. Frog impression real quick? All right, I'm going to do the best I can. All right, guys? I really got to get into character here, okay? All right. Here we go.
Hello. I'm Mr. Frog. This is my show. I eat the bug.
Guys, wasn't that great? I even got the bug sound perfect, dude. Hello. Yeah, dude, it's like basically straight from the show, like straight rip. Silent Hill 1 starts really strong, and then the first bit of gameplay is rather boring until you get to the school. Do you have lupus? Yeah, looping these nuts around your neck, buddy. Are you a Knick fan? Probably. I'm not a huge basketball fan. I'm like a poser. I had a Kobe Bryant jersey, a LeBron Cavs jersey, a LeBron Heat jersey, a Dwayne Wade Heat jersey. I've never owned a Knicks jersey, but I'm probably a Knicks fan, I guess. I don't know. Anything out of hockey, I'm not a huge... I can go from anywhere, dude. When I grew up, I was an Eagles fan in football, and then I was a Jets fan before that, and now I'm probably a Giants fan because I met Eli Manning one time, and my whole family is Giants fans, except for my dad's side. So I typically am just whatever. I don't care about football reasonably. I watched her in the Super Bowl. I'm Rangers Yankees. Those are the two. Which if you're from Boston, you probably fucking hate me. Please leave the VOD up for a while. I missed a lot of the stream. Yeah, it'll be up. I'm not gonna take it down until tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll probably realistically just.
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes?
Thoughts on the new COD Zombies? Well, there's like no new information about it other than the fact. Oh, there's info, but there's no new gameplay or anything. I don't really have any. It sounds good. I'm not gonna get overhyped though because I know how that usually ends. Thoughts on Jim's recent streams? I haven't had a chance to listen to them. Every time he's streaming, I got something to do. I'm gonna watch him back soon though. The thing is, when I in the middle of the day, I'm watching old clips for a video I'm working on, so I'm really when I get locked in on a topic, like I don't have a docket. I'm not like crazy fucking hype right now because I'm working on shit all day. So when I'm on something, like when I'm when I'm locked in is probably the correct term. That's like my only major focus at the moment. You see Hax's new statement? Yeah, I just feel bad for the guy. That guy's fucking crazy. Are you on iFunny? No. The last time I've seen iFunny, I was in middle school. Not to say there's anything wrong with it, but I just haven't seen it in years. Isn't iFunny just like an app where you slide through funny photos? Or can you like post? Is it like a social media app now? If you play SH2, there's an enhanced edition that you can get working on PC. Oh, Silent Hill. Since they lost the source code, that's crazy that happens. You know they lost like the original footage for in the fire. They lost like the original footage for the Lost World Jurassic Park, and it was like thought that there were a bunch of like unreleased scenes and stuff that are probably gone. Thoughts on Mac Miller's discography? I really liked Blue Slide Park in high school, but I haven't really listened to much more than that. The album after he died obviously was pretty impactful. Silent Hill 3 is better than 2, but underrated in comparison. Would you forgive I'm Alex if you did a Mr. Frog impression? Yes. You know what happened to Doc on the radio? Same thing that happened to Dr. Disrespect. Well, actually, is there a South Park board for pinball? Yeah. Yes, there is. There's a Stern machine that I've played in person, and there's 2 on Pinball FX. I had to think about that for a second because they're new. So you have the Butters' like own table, and then you have regular South Park. Yeah. Are you in camp that Kako is a bust, or there's still time for him? There is time for him, but there's not time now. That's my problem with it. I don't really have it. I don't think there's much you can do better for Kako's current contract in the lineup on the third pairing, but I'm not opposed to moving on if we can increase somewhere else. If we have to trade him to boost our team in some way, shape, or form, I am all fucking for it. Because I'm in a win now mentality. Panarin's contract's up in 2 years, and I think that's our window. So he needs to fucking put up or shut up. I think last season was his moment. Like, you gotta fucking step it up now. Lafreniere stepped it up. That was good. And again, he's only 23, so a team's gonna take a chance on him, and he's gonna be real good. The reality of the situation, though, is we need to be real good right now. But I'm crazy. I want Patrick Kane back. Partially because I have his Ranger jersey, obviously. I got that from Hockey Authentic. And partially because it's fucking Patrick Kane, and he was hype as hell for Detroit last year. I think it's cool to have him around. What's something your fans think you like, but you actually don't? Clearly people, because people thought I was friends with Flamenco. Like, they just assume because I've talked to people on stream that I'm friends with them, or we talk offline. And it happens constantly. I don't know. People has to be the answer to that question. Because there's like often so many misconstrued like relationships. That's like the hardest thing as a fan to construct, I guess, is to hear somebody talk and think that like we hang out all the time in private. Like even when me and Tipster were like done or whatever, like the reason why we didn't know we weren't really friends anymore, I guess, where like he hated us now, is because we just didn't talk to him that much. Towards the end of the I don't think I was talking to Tipster for like 6 months. Apparently he was just going around Discords talking about what a horrible friend I was in that time frame and giving me like the exact opposite in DMs, but we didn't really DM much either. I have like stream friends, and then I have like friends, and then I have like internet friends, and they're pretty distinct. I consider anyone I've like hung out with though, like I consider Augie and Boblax to be my friends and Tom, but like I don't know. I'm not gonna just start listing people and start fights or whatever, but yeah. Like, and it's not, this is not a knock on either Chud or Larix, but people said like, oh look, I got these leaked messages. I think Colton faked messages of us doing the rape council, and it's like, and this is not like a friend thing either. It's like the last group of people that I would be in a chat with are Chud and Larix to talk about like a serious rape allegation or something like that. Like if you had to expect who would be talking to me about that, it would be like Tom and Augie, right? Like you'd assume that I'd be in a call with Tom and Augie if you're gonna make fake DMs or whatever. Like when is the I don't even know the last time that I've chatted with Larix. Chud I talk to a lot. I don't know the last time I've chatted with Larix off stream. Yeah, he would not be my go-to on anything like that ever. Did you make your YouTube banner art? No, Vega did. Is King of Nothing out of the house? Oh, so much so, yeah. Favorite food? Pizza, probably. Or buffalo wings, dude. I'm a big winger, dude. I want the Rangers to win at least one while Panarin's there as a Hawks guy, and wouldn't mind Kane going back. Yeah, dude, it was just so fun to watch them play in Chicago. Yeah, dude, God. Look, Kane's like the best American-born hockey player, like, in my lifetime. Probably ever, even though I'm biased and I think Brian Leach is. That's probably still not fair, but either way. Yeah, I don't know. Kane's like the best American-born player of all time, so I would love to have him. Black Lyrics, I am your friend. I am your friend! I'm baking a calzone for the first time. I need a Pisano to bless it for me. Dude, I got you, buddy. I bless your fucking calzone. You calzone. Firestream, thank you so much, Shadowstar. Have you seen Shorzy? I don't know what that is. If you got exposed for something and someone did a Turkey Tom type video on you, what points do you think they would bring up? A Turkey Tom type video? Because then I guess it would be above board. I don't know. Fucking up the LS Mark thing, maybe? That was a pretty shitty thing I did. Obviously not intentional, but I would say that's probably up there. Fuck, let me see. I don't know. I think like I had some pretty fucking mean conversation. Like me and Boblax had like a mean, I wouldn't say falling out, but I didn't really like the way I interacted with him in that case. I think we were yelling back and forth in DMs or whatever, like fucking Spurgs. I definitely regret that. Getting Salvo banned? I don't know. What's your thoughts on Buffalo Wild Wings? It's perfectly serviceable. Thank you for streaming through my PC building class. I've built tons of PCs, but I still need this class for my degree. Damn, you should build me one. You mean anything with LS Mark and Oni's girlfriend? No, I'll tell you what happened, right? So, the D'Angelo Wallace shit goes down, and it's fucking crazy. Like, Tom's messaging me, being like, I'm not going to be in college. And I remember, I think I was up for, like, 3 days straight. It wasn't really 3 days straight, but it was, like, minimal sleep. Like, sleep for, like, 2 hours, get back up, research, do more. To make that D'Angelo Wallace video, it is not my best work by any stretch. And, I thought that fucking, we basically pinned LS Mark as, like, the leaker or whatever, and it just... I think someone had come out and confessed prior to me uploading it, and I just did not make the connection, and I totally got that whole section of the video wrong or whatever. I've cut it out since then though, so you can't even find it now. Not that I have a problem with people re-uploading it, it's just misinformation sitting on my channel. Yeah, I totally butchered that one. That was horrible. I mean, if like you say Turkey Tom type video, it really limits me. If somebody's like making a video on me, that could be like, he hates D'Angelo Wallace because he made this video in 2019. But that's obviously not the type of video I'm thinking about. Or like the 50th Zaptai video or something like that, where again it's just, yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't think I've done like enough fucking deplorable, horrendous shit that's like indefensible that you can make like a Tom type video on me. I don't think Nick Rekieta did until he did all that other stuff. I feel like I need to do something new that Tom would ever cover, like something new and horrible. Like I become like a fucking crazy drug addict or something, or I like wildly butcher a story. Then you'll see those videos on me, and they'll pepper random shit on the end of it. But you need like a new thing, I think. I remember that drama like yesterday. Time flies. Yeah, dude. Tom flies, dude. Tom flew a completely different direction after that. Someone gave you the nickname of Buffalo Wild Wings Man. What do you think of that name? I love it, dude. Wasn't that Null? Didn't Null do that? Hey Nick, playing a pinball game on PC. Do you only play these more realistic pinball games? Do you also play ones like Demon Tilt? No, I pretty much, so like I can literally show you. I've been fucking around on a bunch of these ones on console. I play Stern Pinball Arcade, or like real Stern machines, but from earlier. I only play like really the realistic ones. Yeah, I haven't really delved deeper though. A Turkey Tom type video would probably mention the stuff between you and Tommy, but even then that's not even Tom video worthy. Yeah, it's like retrospective stuff. You need like a big fucking like modern fuck up to get in those, and then they just tell your whole story and then that part. Do you have a favorite video game series that shaped you fundamentally? Halo, until 3 ended. I didn't really like Reach, but I think it's like a way better game than everything after it. You think iDubbbz watches Tom IRL in fits of rage? Yes. I think he hides in his bushes. Why are you the leader of the commentary community? Because everyone hides when I go on stream and waits for me to get off. Anything a former fraternity brother could expose you for? Unfortunately, no. It's very much the opposite. Dude, I've told like crazy stories. Before I got into the fraternity, there was like some fucking rape investigation or something like that I found out about once I got in. And it was like handled with the school though. It's not like a big secret or any cover up or anything like that. It was like I think it there was like judicial hearings and shit in the fraternity, and then it was handled by the school. I think like the craziest shit in the fraternity were like when we found out that the president's dad was arrested for sex trafficking or whatever, and I was like when during pledging I was like blindfolded in a convicted sex trafficker's basement when I didn't know. Unfortunately, when you don't go away to college, the fraternities aren't as crazy. What really made me watch you guys was when the whole Hansen versus Onision stuff, still the favorite drama. That was a really fun one. Fighting with Chris Hansen was really funny. You ever play Addams Family Pinball? I spent my whole childhood on it. I've played it once in person, and then sometimes you'll see it as backdrop gameplay because it's on FX. They actually made a whole digital version of it that you can get from at games. But yeah, I've been playing it on here a little bit. I'm not really that great though. There's one in the Pinball Long Island place. Favorite Ninja Turtle? Raphael. What would an ultimate rape review pinball? I answered that one already. I would say it wouldn't have guns because that's be PG on the thing. That's a reference to John Wick because that was a current controversy in pinball. The ultimate rape review pinball machine would have like the tipster would eat the ball. That's another reference to Jaws. Tipster would eat the ball. Okay, it would not be a bash target. Tipster would eat the ball. Do you read comics? Not really. I did when I was younger. To these days, I don't have fucking time to read. I don't think I've read a book since fucking freshman year of high school. What's your favorite drama that you've covered? Between all the I'm Alex Zaptai stuff and not Def Noodles. I hated making those videos. I thought they were great after they were out. When they were done, I loved them. Making them was a bit of a stretch. Yeah, it's gotta be the Alex stuff. Remember Anonymous Gene? Yeah, he's still active. Yeah, he still spams my comments every so often. I just block the next account. guilty pleasure band and artist. I just listen to a shitload of hip hop. I don't know. What would be a guilty pleasure? I have like a bunch of YouTube music in my iTunes. Like I'll just unironically be driving to work and I'll just play like Medicare's intro song or I guess my intro song too, or like some of this random shit in here. I just have like all this random YouTube. Like I literally have this on my phone. Dude, is this Unhinged? Dude, this is my guilty pleasure music. Do you know what this is? It's a lo-fi remix of fucking... What's it called? Can You Feel My Heart? Like the fucking Giga Chad song? Yeah, like this one. It's a lo-fi remix of this. Oh, God. Sahara Slowed. It's just schizo YouTube music. That's my guilty pleasure. Since the recent stuff with Max and the bullshit that happened to George, I really appreciate your coverage on this stuff and encourage everyone not to jump to conclusions. Thank you so much. It's funny because when you don't like people like Dr. Disrespect, you get a lot of pushback for saying the easy take, but it doesn't always make it the easy take. Any advice for people studying comp-sci now? Buddy of mine texted me the other day. He goes, "You know where to get a job? I just got my comp-sci major." And I'm like, "You went back to college?" He goes, "Yeah, it's like really hard to get a job now." I'm like, I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know where to start in post-COVID. Get a nice remote gig and start a YouTube channel on the side. The thing is, I don't know, these jobs have such high turnover rates and stuff like that. Do what makes you happy. You think Creepshow was vindicated by Tipster? Yes. 100. Even the stuff that had nothing to do with Tipster. That was such a good Tipster rant. Any drama that made you mad? Or is it played up sometimes for videos? I mean, the emotion is genuine. I don't know if it's played up. Videos are scripted, so those are quote unquote played up. I'm hitting articulated points. That's all predetermined. Stream stuff is very raw. If you think the stream stuff and the video stuff are similar, then that means I'm probably pretty. I'm not going out of my way to look crazy or anything like that. Whoa, or something like that. So if you think the streams and the videos are pretty similar, then I would say then it's probably a good thing. You getting the Elden Ring DLC? I haven't even played the original game. I just found it today as a lo-fi remix of the old Korn songs. I'm gonna need to do a Fantano style review. Dude, the most like demented shit I remember is listening to like Edwin singing the Korn songs. And he'd be like or whatever. Like he would do that fucking weird boy band voice meme thing, and I did not like that shit ever. Can you feel my heart? Astronaut in the Ocean mix-up is so... Oh, do you want to hear a good mix? Do the original mix-up, mashup or whatever from dude, I Spy with Panic at the Disco.
Man, fuck. What's wrong, Kyle? Man, these kids, man, talking shit, making me feel bad. Man, fuck them kids, bro. Look around, bro. Look at life. Man, you're right. You see these fine bitches over here? Yeah. You see these trees, man? You see this water? I guess it is okay. Come on, man. You got so much more to appreciate, man. Man, you know what? You're right. You're damn right I'm right. I can't remember a time I was goddamn wrong. Man, thanks, little boat. Hey, man.
This is actually a Jay Aubrey intro.
I ain't been getting high. Well, maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. Well, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. I know this, you think that you know shit. All this shade that's coming at me, I wonder who throws it. They can't see the vision, boy, they must be out of focus. That's a real hot album, homie, I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit, oh day, pray them niggas go away. Oh, we sell the clowns around it, look like Circus Soleil. This is not the the album either. These are just.
If I just leaked my DMs, you guys would have had a fucking meltdown just now. Holy shit, dude. I opened my Twitter and I'm like, hold on, let me just make sure that doesn't. Yeah. Alright, I just had to put something there so it doesn't accidentally show DM me. Okay, let me see. So you guys know this is like a, I don't know if the original one is up, but Tro. Did you guys ever watch, like, do you guys get this?
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto fascist dudes too?
Hold on. So I don't know if you guys realize that my Onision series that I only did 2 out of 3 episodes of, I never finished it, was a parody of Tro's series on my Hansen series. Here, check this out. Yeah, so this is before I hired staff while I was parodying his shit. I don't know if you've seen this, right? But this is Tro's videos on Onision. So this was 1, 2, and 3. It was like the yellow one with the criminal stuff in the background. The picture of his face is the second one. So my Hansen one was the yellow with the criminal shit in the background, and then Chris's face, just like Onision's, right? So this intro, I don't know if you guys. I literally did this in like. So you know, my most favorite thing to do was to do some like schizo fucking parody. So I literally rebuilt his intro. Here.
Checked out my tweets? Hold on, Nicholas DeOrio. I know you don't like me, but I wanted to say, and I kind of felt bad for not saying it, you seem like a genius.
Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here from New York City, and you are having a seat with Chris Hansen on my YouTube channel. We'll take you to the front lines in the battle against a predator known as COVID-19.
That's how he thinks, and he thinks he's a god, and it's...
Here is... I don't even know where to start. Okay, here's Chris Hansen.
I was thinking about an old quote today that seems particularly relevant given everything that's going on social media these days. When the debate is lost, the loser resorts to slander. Think about that for a minute.
Oh shit, oh day, pray them niggas go away. Oh, we sell the clowns around, it look like circus show. This is not the album either, these are just a dough.
Okay, so this is Tro's video.
As the person.
So if any of you see someone spreading creepy, perverted life, you can send them the link to this video to expose how incredibly stupid and gross they are.
God, fucking idiot, I have to do this.
Like, please leave me alone like I've asked. I asked you to stop using my name and my information in your videos. And you told me that you would. You asked me to stop contacting you. And again, today you posted a video.
Yeah, so I used to do this a lot. I think that's the same Shiloh thing I used in my response to Shiloh. Yeah, that was always something I liked doing. Chris Hansen, associate Ed Schroyer, charged after harassing a black
It's been approximately a year, and I
Wait just a minute. This can't be
newspaper delivery man.
It can't possibly get any worse, right? Surely he didn't
get my favorite YouTuber.
Back.
There was a lot of lore in here. There's a lot of lore. Predict the next hipster flamenco commentary lolcow. Is it Boblex? Fuck off. I don't know who it's gonna be. You never know who's gonna fucking tip out, dude. Alright guys. I think we're wrapping it up. I was actually gonna get off at 11. It's 11:30. I'm having fun. You guys made my night a little bit better. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna try to stream 1 or 2 more times this weekend because there's nobody else live, so you're stuck with me until next week when everyone comes back. Okay, we'll probably do something, I want to say maybe Friday or Saturday, and if it's Friday I'll probably also do Sunday. So yeah, just video by day, stream by night. You know it, how it works. Thank you guys. We gotta play I'm gonna play myself out, dude. How are we gonna play out here? We're gonna play. Dude, no music recommended. Here, okay.
I say, Kendrick, do you diss me? Are you hating? Say you never ever say that I'm dating little kids and you revealing, and I really do not like you.